Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream. We are live, late night chat, late night stream. It's LB and Martin. This was Martin's idea as well. Martin's now the director on It's LB. He's creating the streams. I was been chilling, man. I went to mum and dad's before. I had my tea, and I was like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a day off. You know what I mean? I worked hard these last couple of months. I have a day off, and then Martin was like, fancy one of those late night streams, LB? I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can do actually. It's been too long. Guys, make sure you
dictating on footy judge mode, dictating on you. Who's next on me at least? Come on.
I called it from early, bro. I seen it. I know what you are, bro. You're a dictator in it. But listen, you're creating me content on the channel, so this is fine by me. Trust me, guys. Make sure you smashed up these likes. Let's get these likes past 115 real quick. It's a spooky number. We don't want to be there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Martin's channel, Mancunian Way. Link is in the description. Click on it, subscribe, and it'll be done. Let's get some shout-outs done before we start tonight's show, man. Built to Presto, built to Alfie. RC says LB stream sponsored by Martin's Costas Law. Big up MCFC, okay. Big up to Nabil, LJ, Dan Trallius, Del, Jess, MCFC, Crimea River, 115, Lausanne. Big up to Ronald, Sebastian, Brandon, FUA for good to see you, mate. Big up to Steve Black, Tom, Marshy Boy, Carl Mines Channel, Pardo Oaks, Lee Gates. Big up to Chris, Kush, Itchy, Andrew, Mike. Simpad. So, bro, your name is not Simpad, apparently. I've been calling this guy Simpad for about 5 years, yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's
2 hours when LB's finished the LOs. Come back.
Yeah. This is just bear with me, please. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I thought this guy's name was Simpad, but then but I've been calling you Simpad, bro, because I'm pretty sure Simpad, yeah, even though your name's not Simpad. You've been watching me on this channel, maybe City Extra for years, I think, because I recognize your name. But then when you come on the calling show the other day, I was calling you Simpad, and someone in the chat says his name's not Simpad, it's Simpaditia. So my bad, isn't it? But Simpad's like legit sick name, bro. You know what I mean? Johnny, Leon, Leighton, Herbal, and many, many more. Good to see you guys. Make sure you're smashing these likes up. Martin, how are you doing, man? You good? You there at the Etihad, full stadium?
Yeah, won't be for long, though, will it?
Won't be for long. Manchester City, very naughty.
Naughty City. Right, listen, I just want to get a couple of things straight. There's couple of things why I wanted to do this. Because I did a space last night and everyone was panicking into the Pep going. There was even,
which is understandable.
No, there is, but there was people like just coming out with any Spanish manager just to keep the Pep alive. Just get Xavi, get Enrique, just we want Pep. I'm like, no, you can't just have a Pep regen. Don't work like that.
No, you can't.
You know how it goes. But then obviously the big news today, obviously, big up 1894 MCLC food banks. Everyone who's involved in what they're doing, City Matters, social citizens over on Facebook, big up to them all. We know the news that has come out, but there was a little bit, and by the way, this is not a dig at City Extra before anyone comes at me. The season ticket thing was a bit wrong. It was right and it was wrong. There is going to be no more season tickets, but there hasn't been season tickets on sale for 3 to 4 years.
Right.
That isn't the argument. That isn't the debate people are having.
Okay.
I think there's been a bit of a misconstrue where we're going here on this isn't because I spoke with people 1894.
Okay. Before you continue, Martin, you need to let people know what's going on because a lot of the viewers on the channel are probably not season ticket holders, probably don't go. We'll have a lot of fans from outside.
Yeah.
So explain what's going on, bro, from the start. What's going on?
This is for everyone. This all came out from the North Stand expansion. Manchester City announced 2 years ago, 18 months ago, they were going to do a brand new North Stand expansion. And they all drew up some lovely plans. And you remember, initially when it come out, we were having a big, like, Dortmund wall.
Yeah, it's going to be one tier, yeah?
Yeah. Load of bollocks. It ain't no one wall. Never was, never has been. Artist impression. I mentioned about a year ago, and I don't think people on my channel I'd gone down to the Etihad that day because they had porta cabins up around, you know where City Square used to be with the stage, etc.
Yeah.
And there was porta cabins up, and you could go down and you could have a look. Exactly. By the way, that's not what's really going to happen, apparently. What's then happened is I went down, had a chat, and it was me and Pat, who's on our channel. Pat was over. We were going down to look at the plans.
Mm.
We got talking to a couple of, like you get builders there.
Yeah.
And he was very honest. He went, I don't know why they're doing a consultation. He said, because the superstore that, the old superstore.
Yeah.
He said, that's coming down in 2 days. It's already done.
Mm.
That's been knocked down.
Yeah.
I said, well, what about the hotel? He said, the plans are already in and agreed.
Right.
So the hotel was already planned. So all this fan consultation was probably a little, the political blue tape you've all got to go through when you want to do planning.
Tick box exercise.
Yeah, tick box A, tick box B. It had already all been done and agreed. We were already there. Yep. So they go in, and it's right. There's going to be a hotel.
Yeah.
Which you're seeing now, the outline of it. There's going to be.
Yeah, let me find it. I did a vlog in it. I went and did a vlog.
You do a vlog on it?
Yeah, I did a vlog. I did a vlog with MCFC lads. I did it not too long ago. I'll try and find. Here it is. I did it in in August, bro. And I was like,
yeah, I think a few people have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it here now. Yeah. Bank.
Yeah, brilliant.
So that's the hotel.
That's
there,
the hotel there. That's the hotel.
Obviously not finished.
No. Oh yeah. You'd want your money back if you
Shout out this guy as well. I don't know if he's watching in it. This guy stopped and we spoke for about City for time, man. I cut him out of the video though because I didn't know if he wanted to be in the video, so I ended up cutting him out. Did
you give him the autograph?
No, I didn't actually.
Do you know? What, you were famous. Where's the photo and the photo and the To My Beloved, whatever his name was. Big up. Yeah, so they've got all that going on right now. And it looks that's the fan zone. We're gonna have a new skywalk, which LB will be on with me, and we're gonna video it.
What?
They're not telling you. Me and you were gonna do that skywalk over the roof.
I thought you was joking.
No. You scared of heights?
Well, don't cook the club in it. They'll probably cut the wire. Yeah, that's basically it anyway. Obviously, this was in August, so obviously it looks different now, innit? I imagine it's well more completed than this now.
No, not really.
Oh, really?
The stand does. If you go around the other side, the stands now where the seats are coming in, they're starting to come on. But it's not very different because it's not opening until 2026. Funnily enough, it's weird how everything's 2026 at the minute. We'll come back to that later on in the stream, everyone, because 2026 seems to be Manchester City's.
We got a conspiracy theory going on, bro.
It's a bit weird how everything's 2026, isn't it? At the moment.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, you see, you're connecting dots already. I like it. So yeah, that was the plan. 1894, from what I understand. Big up 1894, amazing people. They were asked, went into the club, and the club wanted to get the 1894 to go over to the North Stand, or a good majority, yeah? Because it was going to be known as the atmospheric stand.
Right.
Let's get everyone in there. Because if you look at the initial things, there's flags and all sorts. Yeah, everyone's in there having a whale of a time, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Problem is, they go into these meetings. I don't know fully. By the way, am I allowed to plug a podcast on here by someone?
No, mate. Don't plug nothing on this channel. Of course, you can plug whatever you want, bro. Chill, LB. Whoa, you can't. Go on.
Ian Cheeseman's podcast did one this week with 1894 Solid Citizens and MCFC Food Bank. An amazing one. Get over there. Listen to that. It's on Spotify, SoundCloud, a lot. Absolutely explains all this because they've all got into meetings. And basically they wanted to take from, I may be wrong on some numbers, but there was 1894 wanted to take 7,000 fans over to this new stand, 8,000 to get a really good atmospheric, because that stand's roughly going to hold 11 and a half. So 8,500 fans in 11 and a half seat stadium stand is going to look amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The club said we'll give you 3,000.
Okay.
1894, like, yeah, it's not really going to work. That
Understood.
3,000 fans ain't going to work. Then what topped it up? They came up with this brand new Flexi Gold.
Yeah.
Now this is where the confusion's coming. A Flexi Gold is not a season ticket. It's
Okay.
you're in between your membership and your season ticket.
Mm-hmm.
The club for 4 years have never offered a brand new season ticket. So if anyone gives up a season ticket,
It'll just
it
go
doesn't
to
go back into the
Yep.
pot. It goes onto an open sale ticket.
Yeah.
So what Flexi Gold basically is a expensive membership. For a season ticket, you have 19 games, all of them. And you have to do 14 games minimum. If you miss more than one game, if you miss, if say you can only make a 10, 12 games, they will take your ticket off you generally.
Okay.
So you got to do 14 out of 19.
Mm-hmm.
With a Flexi Gold, you get 10 tickets, 10 matches. And the idea of the Flexi part is you can choose the 10 games you go to.
But not the top 6 teams.
Well, I don't think it is the top 6 from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what I've seen online. It's not the top 6.
And you pay, but on top of that, you pay £150 up front. Okay. So in the summer, you pay £150 to get a Flexi ticket. Then when you apply for your tickets online, like you would normally do, you're paying match ticket prices.
Yeah, bro, it just sounds like a scam. I can't lie.
Yeah. So what's City like? What's the £150 about?
Yes, exactly.
Why have you got to pay £150 to get to this?
So basically, what you're saying is, right, you have to pay £150 to be able to buy a ticket for a game, but you can't buy a top 6 match. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
So you paid £150 just to get access to Ticketmaster website.
Yeah, and you get 14 games out of that, but not the top 6.
But you can't buy the top 6. You pay £150 just to get access to buy a ticket, but you can't buy a ticket for any of the big games. No,
Brandon's it's not 19 games. Flexi Gold doesn't get you 19 games. It gets you 14 games.
Right.
And you've got to attend 10 out of the 14.
Right.
And you apply but trouble is, whatever the club have, well, Brandon, you need to argue with 1894 and City Matters.
Well, Brandon's saying chill. Brandon's saying he's got one. Brandon, come on the stream. Tell us what you're talking about.
He comes on the stream because 1894 and others are saying it's very different.
Brandon, he said he went Arsenal on it.
Well, I'll tell you now. Man City Flexi Gold.
Brandon's saying he's got one and he went to the Arsenal game.
That's why I was unsure about the top 6, but you said it was. That's why I was.
That's what I've seen online. That's what I've seen online.
Yeah, the Flexi Gold is very different to, where is it now? I'm trying to find it on the website, on our website. 24 Flexi Gold. I have 24-25 Flexi Gold season ticket. 1. So you pay a membership £150, £75 under 18s, and select your guaranteed seat for the season. Pay as you go. Yeah.
Right.
If you want to attend 3 weeks, you got to decide if you want to attend 3 weeks out, we'll send you a link. Follow the link to buy your seat. Simply do nothing. You must attend at least 10 fixtures per season. So according to this, it is saying 19, but 1894 are saying it's not 19.
Well, that's what I've read online, that basically it's only, you can't go to any of the top 6 games, but clearly you can, because you're saying you can now, and Brandon in the chat saying you can.
Right, hang on. Over 60 bars. Pricing for 14 games assumes purchase for fixtures versus United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, Newcastle, West Ham. What?
Bro, Dan, I don't get it, man. I don't really understand that. Why you
got everyone arguing about then?
Why have you got to pay? Why have you got to pay £150 to get access to buy a ticket? It's like you've got to pay to get in the queue. I don't understand that.
Yeah, you have to go. No, you have to go to 10 games, minimum 10 to keep it. So maybe it is 19. I will double check that. It isn't. It is very complicated. So anyway, £150 up front. Then you pay per. You pay £150 up front, and then you pay per ticket. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that's what you have to do. Whether it's 19 games, 14 games, doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not. It's people are saying it's season ticket. City Matters Group, 1894, Social Citizens, MCFC Food Bank have all been to meetings. They've been told it is not a season ticket.
Yeah, but you didn't see. I don't think they are advertising it as a season ticket, are they?
Kevin Parker was earlier today on Twitter.
Well, what's he saying?
He's saying it is a season ticket.
For me, a season ticket for me is you buy money, you pay money, and you got a ticket for every game. You don't have to apply for every game. You just buy it. You pay the money, whether you pay it direct debit or you pay the money up front. Don't care how you do it, but you've got a guaranteed.
Presto's got it.
19 games.
Does the 150 quid guarantees you your ticket
For what?
For the game. It allows you to purchase your seat for that game. It's not 150 quid. It's not a value season ticket where it was 299 quid and that's it, all you pay. You pay the 150, and if you want to attend whatever games, you pay those prices.
Right, so question. If I pay 150 quid, am I guaranteed a ticket for every game? I know I've got to pay the ticket, but am I guaranteed a ticket for every game?
That's what I'm not sure about, because there is discrepancies going on.
If it guarantees me a ticket for every game, then I'd argue that it is sort of like a flexible season ticket where I've got a guaranteed ticket for every game, but I've got to pay for it. Now, yes, it's a bit weird that I've got to pay 150 quid. And I don't agree with the principle. I think if there was, the problem here is they're not offering new season tickets, are they?
No, they're not.
This is the only option. I actually think this is not a bad option, because some people want to be access every game, but they can't go to every game. Maybe
technically, you shouldn't be paying 150 quid for that privilege, though, to guarantee a ticket.
Agreed.
That's where the club don't have to charge 150 quid for doing that.
Agreed. The problem here is not necessarily this, and I know, because I agreed, actually, you shouldn't have to pay 150 quid, right? The problem here for me isn't necessarily this Flexi Gold that people are going on. The problem is that they're not offering new season tickets no more.
No.
You can't get a season ticket.
The biggest thing is, say you've had a newborn baby in the last 5 years, and your son or daughter, granddaughter, or anyone is 4 years old, and they start getting interested in football. Like me, I was taken by my dad, as he was by his granddad, to Main Road, got a season ticket, yeah?
Yeah.
Those days are over. So if you have a son, LB, or a child, don't hit the panic button. Don't have an heart attack now, because I've said you may have a child. I don't know. He's looking worried, people. LB will never be able to take his son to.
Right, this is what Kevin Parker's saying. So this guy, big up Sloth, has put, "Hi Kevin, have you any involvement with the North Stand for next year? There seems to be a lot of disgruntled supporters. The news coming out is very unclear, and I know a lot of people were hoping to have a season tickets being offered." Kevin then responded, and people who don't know who this guy is, what is he? The head of the official supporters club, General Secretary of the supporters.
He's the head of the General Secretary of the supporters club.
Right. So he's put, "City will offer season tickets in the new North Stand, but they will be Flexi Gold," right? Nick then put, "Kev, they aren't offering season tickets called Flexi Gold." But they are offering, I think maybe he's missed a word there. "It's just a rip-off, scam, misleading to call them season tickets." Kevin's put, "They are season tickets. It's the same seat every game, and you have the option to purchase it or not. The addition is a membership fee, which you agree is too high." So you buy it. So here's the situation. Let's understand how the situation is here, right? I go to City and say, "Right, I got £150 for you." They say, "Right, take the 150 quid. They say, "Right, you've got this seat now. Yeah. Seat number 1 in block number 1. You've got that for 19 games. But you don't have to appear every 19. You don't have to go to every 19 games. You just have to go to 10. But you have to pay for each one. You choose which one you want. You can go to all the top 6 games, apparently, according to Brandon in the chat. Yeah, Brandon said you can go to the top 6 games." So I actually look at this and go, so what actually have we got here? We've got a situation where
you're paying £150 to get a seat, basically.
You're paying £150 to have access to the same seat.
Yeah. But you are still paying on top. So say you go to 15 games.
Yeah.
On average, it's £60 a game. Because, by the way, you're not paying. This is where you've got to be careful.
You're not paying season ticket prices.
Yeah. My season ticket is split. The price is split 19 times.
Yeah. So you get a better deal.
So I get a better deal. My season ticket works out about £25 a game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone on Flexi Gold has to pay roughly £60.
So you're paying match day prices.
You get some could be paying over £1,000 for a season ticket.
Yeah. But you got to think. You can't think of it like that. You've got to think of it as match day, because that's
the way
what
the
it is.
club are looking at it.
Well, the club shouldn't be looking at that. So when I get it, I'm not getting like a deal. I'm paying the full match day admittance fee. Yeah.
Yeah. You're paying what someone, Joe Bloggs from America, Berry, or Timbuktu's paying.
See, I look at this, right, and go, I don't think it's that bad. Yeah. There's two problems that I have with it, right? First of all, I think if I'm expected to pay the full ticket price per game, the 150 quid should be a lot lower. And my bigger point, the bigger problem is that they should still be offering just normal season tickets. They should just be offering normal season tickets. I actually look at this, Martin, and I go, you know what? I can see this working for people. I can see this working for people who work outside of Manchester. Maybe they work in London, in Scotland, whatever. Maybe they work abroad. Do you know what I mean? I know people who work on the oil rigs in the Middle East. Maybe they can't get to all the games. They have to pick a couple. Do you know what I mean? Well, they have to get to 10, of course. That's the rule. But maybe that's more doable for them. The problem for me is that fee is way too high at 150. Yeah. And also, they should still be offering normal season tickets.
No, you're not. There's not been a new season ticket.
No. I know they're not. I know they're not. That's the point. That's the point I'm making. I think that's where for me it's wrong. I think the product is a good product. Yeah, it's too expensive, and because they've removed the other product, which is far superior in every way, which is the actual proper season ticket, which they've apparently not introduced for years. That's where I have a problem with it. But I can see this working for people, and clearly it does, because Brandon's got one in the chat. And other people have got them. And it says on the website, it's sold out already. So clearly people like them. But then again, people will come back to me and say, well, LB, the only reason they're sold out and the only reason people buy them is because season tickets aren't there anymore, which is, again, a good rebuttal, I suppose.
I suppose it depends where you sat in the stadium, because the total cost are shown below for attending 10 games, 14 games, and 19 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Including the membership fee. Ticket prices for each Premier League fixture will vary according to the seat location or position. Yeah. So that's where it changes. So your Flexi Gold, it's got it here, I've got it in front of me now. Adult in the East Stand level 3, 855 quid. Saving the 318, the member price is 1,173. Yep. Colin Bell Stand level 1, 978, saving 203, 1173. 40, that's for 19 games. 14 games, 673 or 759. For 10 matches, 519 or 579. That is for 10 games, £57.90 every game.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing
I don't understand how that's good. How is 60 quid a good price?
No, I mean, it's not a good price.
I've got it in front of me.
A lot of people think it's a lot of people. I think a lot of people like it. I understand why they brought it in. My problem is
they really don't, mate.
A lot of people in the chat are saying they think it's a decent product, that they think it's been implemented wrong.
But this is the problem, and it's fine. People can have their opinion in the chat and everything else, but I can tell you now, there is a massive backlash happening. Does it allow you
to join the cup schemes?
No.
That's poor. That's poor. Why not?
You're on the ladder. This is what I mean. It's not a full season ticket.
I agree.
This is where I think Kevin is a bit wrong. It's not a full season ticket. It's a membership.
No, it's correct. It's not a season ticket. It's not a season ticket.
If they're not offering anymore, how does it ever get you to it?
No, it's not a season ticket. A season ticket is you pay your money, you get a guaranteed ticket for every single game, and you don't pick and choose which games like you buy. You get them all. But I think the idea is a decent idea. It's just been implemented badly. And the decision to remove actual season tickets from offer for people is horrendous.
It's basically a pay-as-you-go scheme. So it's like having
it's pay as you go. Facts. Good one. Yeah.
If you have a contract phone and you have a price,
Yeah.
they'll say to you, you have a 2-year contract with us, we'll give you 35 quid a month.
Yeah.
What City have said is kind of a season ticket, but it's not, but on pay as you go.
Correct.
I'm still paying a lot cheaper than you're paying.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's where it's wrong. The problem is with Flexi tickets is this is what City is saying. I don't know where they're getting the seats because they're building this new stand. They're trying to get, but what City is saying is we're not putting any season tickets into that new North stand. We're only putting Flexi Gold in. That's it.
Yeah. But this is where they're wrong because Flexi Gold, you sell that Flexi Gold ticket, yeah, you're basically getting season ticket holders in there, which is good because then that'll be people that you want in there. But they're charging them match day prices, which is wrong. That's where it's wrong. I agree. I'm just trying to be balanced, right? My view on this is my view on this is I think this is something that a lot of people will like because it's good for the people that get to a lot of games but can't get to them all. Yeah. I.e., people with kids, people who can't get to every game, people who work, blah, 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 can't get to every game. I think for some people, yeah, this is going to be brilliant for them, right? The bad thing is for people, I think I seen Karl, I don't know if you're in the chat, people who've wanted to get a season ticket for years, yeah, they build this new stand, they think, buzzing, I can finally get a season ticket, yeah, I can pay, I don't know, 600, 700, 800 quid, whatever it is nowadays, I can be in there every game, buzzing. And what they're going to have to do now, they're going to have to pay match day prices to go to every game in the Premier League. They're going to have to pay £150 on top for the privilege, and they don't even get to join the cup scheme, apparently. That's where it's wrong. What they should have done maybe like a 70%. So say we are 1894, what, 8,000 seats or whatever, yeah? What they should have probably done is said, right, I'll tell you what we're going to do, because we like the idea of this new product, this new Flexi Gold. We think it's a good idea. But we're going to offer 70% as new season tickets and 30% as Flexi Gold and see how it goes. But the fact that they're not doing season tickets well, no one should be surprised by this. And listen, I take my hat off. I take my hat off to these people who go in these meetings, yeah, because they love the club. Yeah, they go in these meetings, they try and fight for the fans, but the club don't care. I knew this fucking 12 years ago when we got bought by these guys, yeah? And we was the richest club in the world. And every year they put the season tickets up by 20, 30, 40 quid. And I used to go on Blue Moon Forum, yeah? And I'd be like, why'd they put the prices up on there? And people used to go on that Blue Moon Forum and say, it's only an extra 30 quid. We're getting better and better. And it's like, yeah, but what you don't understand is compound. Yeah, if you compound that over 10, 12, 13, 14 years, yeah, 40 quid over 10 years, 400 quid. But people don't look long term. People just go, oh, it's only an extra 30 quid. It's the treble winners. Right? 10 years later, you're paying an extra 500 quid, man. People shouldn't be calling it out then.
Tweets from earlier on.
What you say?
Pull up the extras tweets from earlier on. And I don't know if they are, the panel people saying they are on the cup schemes. I've got another issue with the cup scheme, by the way, in a minute. Come to that in a minute. Because they're taking out the Feyenoord money nearly 6 weeks before the game. Which
I mean, that's just pathetic. That's just pathetic.
That's a joke.
That's just fucking stupid.
They take your money out 6 weeks before the game's even on is a joke.
That's just stupid.
But anyway, there it is. Go, no, see, there it is. The game's not till the 26th of November.
Yeah.
They're taking the money out on the 17th of October.
Yeah. And when did they tell people this?
Today.
So that's tomorrow.
Yes, was it today? Yes, yeah, today.
So you got told today. You got told today that tomorrow they're taking the money out.
Might have had an email.
What? When?
You might have had an email. You should have had an email through your link.
Today.
Yeah.
But the point I'm getting to here is that they've told you today that tomorrow they're taking the money out of your account.
Yeah, even though you might not have the money in your account tomorrow.
And the game's not until the 26th of November.
Yeah. So you're going to go, even if you pay monthly, you're going through another pay scheme before you're paying 6 weeks beforehand. But anyway, I'm 55 quid for Feyenoord at home is a joke anyway, but that's a different situation. We only paid 62.50 for Inter. You're telling me 55 quid is different?
See, this is from Paul. So Paul says, think of it as a product for people who can only get to 10 games a season. They would pay 125 plus 45 times 10. That's 575 for guaranteed 10 games. That's not that bad.
But you're not looking at Paul. Paul, when you've got a child you want to take to the game in future.
No. But that's different. Paul's looking at it as a single person, as a single guy or woman, whatever, who wants to just go to 10 games. Yeah, on the ones. Yeah, that's it. But when Paul puts it like that, it's fair. When you start throwing in the other stuff, like what about if I've got a kid, blah blah. Yeah, obviously. But if you just look at it in the cold straight, like Paul's doing, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
The trouble is, I'll tell you what the problem is, and I said this earlier. People are looking at their individual situation.
Of course they are.
This is where it breaks. This is where it breaks. And I understand it from a human point of view. It's I'm all right, Jack, with it. You're not. Tough shit.
Yeah, but but bro, this has been like this for over a decade.
But this is why we're
shit. Sorry,
get me out. This is why though we're in the problem we're in with football. Because it's look after us, Jack.
Of course.
We're all right.
But again, but
LB, I'm telling you now, there are legacy fans like me who are ready. I mean, I'm not saying me, but I know a lot of fans who are ready to walk from the club.
People have already packed it in. People have already packed it in, bro. The thing is, yeah, this is no surprise. When the club were putting up the ticket prices 10 years ago, 20, 30 quid, yeah, every year, and people just kept on saying, not everyone, but there's a lot
of going forward then, because if everyone's going, well, that's just the way it is, then no one can complain moving forward then. Because what the club will just keep doing is putting these, like the disability charges, £6 for parking. Some were going, I don't mind that.
But that's what they try to do. The club, yeah. Listen, the club have a view. Their view as a football club, yeah, as a company, is to maximize revenue. Yeah, they want to be the biggest revenue generating football club in the world. And they will do that, yeah, no matter how many people it pisses off, yeah, no matter how many upset fans they have to piss off, no matter how many people have to say, you know what, I've had enough, I'm giving up my ticket. They're not arsed, mate. I'm sorry to say it. Yeah, it's capitalism, it's finest, mate. They just want to generate as much money as possible. And
that's fine, that's absolutely fine. But the problem is you've got we're going.
Well, it's not fine. It's not fine because we're moaning about it. It's clearly not fine.
All right. Put it this way. Let's look at it a different way. The club finished 5th.
Yeah.
Some will go, it's a bit of a disastrous season.
Right.
Well, then you don't fill your stadium out. Because you're not going to like this, LB. There are fans who go because of the trophies.
No, of course, but you're telling me that Premier League matches won't be filled out if we finish 5th?
Yeah. We don't fill the Etihad now on Premier League games and we're top of the league.
Yeah, but that's because the freaking prices are too high, man. The prices are too high.
You've just been showing me comments where they're only 45 quid.
No, but that's
Fulham sold out? Was Fulham sold out?
Don't know. Was Fulham sold out?
No.
How much were the tickets?
Southampton sold out.
How much were the tickets, Martin?
For Fulham, let me have a look.
If it's more than 30 quid.
Yeah, you didn't get me right. I didn't get the bloody thing up. I'm looking at it from both sides of the coin. I know what people are saying. It's all right for me. That's great. It's all right for you. But it might not be all right for somebody else. Right. Let's have a look. Southampton at home says tickets available. Tickets there are. Why does the City website so crap?
46 quid.
46 quid, yeah?
Yeah.
So would you say that's decent price? I would. Decent price that for a Premier League game for me. I would agree with that.
It's all right, yeah. But when you start, if you're taking your kids and that, nah, it's not.
True. I agree with that.
It's all right if you're going on your ones.
I suppose
if you need to take your kid and that, you know what I mean? They're probably not, because, you know, how much kids will probably about 25, 30 quid. So you're up to about 75, 80 quid, mate.
Right. Sparta Prague. Level 3, there's loads of tickets available. Loads.
If that's more than 20 quid, then it's a problem.
Sparta Prague is 32.50 in this area. In the East Stand, 32.50. 27.50.
I think that's too much money. I know people will be like, what? We're one of the best clubs in the world. I think it's too much money. That game should be 20 quid for adults. Should be 20 quid for adults, and it should be a fiver for kids.
Well, how much would you want it?
What?
How much would you want it?
I just said 20 quid. 20 quid for adults, fiver for kids. Get the place packed out.
Not going to make money doing that. This is the problem.
What do you mean they're not going to make money? It's a 54,000 seater stadium. What are you talking about? Are they not making money on that?
Right. Someone's put 28 quid on Flex. It depends where you sat. Right. If you're going to put a price, can you tell us what area you sat in? Because that makes a difference. That does make a difference. And your age makes a difference. No, Harry, they're not making money. Do you know City are one of the lowest match day revenues in the country?
What?
Tottenham make more match day revenue than us.
Yeah, but they've also got London tax. They've got
United
tourists.
make more money than us. Arsenal make more money than us. Liverpool make more match day revenue than us.
Right.
This is the other side of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's right, does it?
I agree. I'm not saying it is right.
Plus, you can't take into consideration the London clubs because they're in a different world, mate.
All right. Well, Liverpool then.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't just because they make more money than us doesn't mean that like we're good or that we could accept it.
See, people are saying not true anymore. I've spoken to people who know. Do you think they're going into these meetings? But if people are going not true anymore, and again, then please explain to me why 1894 MCFC food banks, City Matters, which are the club fans' representatives, asking for meetings with the club. Then,
yeah, but my thing is like, listen, I take my hat off to all these people, but I just don't think that the club care, bro.
By the sounds of it, a lot of fans don't care because they're happy. Then
No. They're probably not. No, Martin. They're probably not happy. They're probably just in the same position of me, as where they're like, they don't think it's right, but they just don't think there's anything that they can do. So they're not happy. They're just accepting of it because what else can you do? What else can you do? What else can you do?
Mate, then don't complain about fans coming and having no atmosphere then.
No, I know, and I agree 100%. No, I completely agree. Pep Guardiola, the club, should never moan about atmosphere whatever again because they're creating this situation. It's their fault. 100% agree with you.
The club don't want lower prices, by the way. The club want higher prices.
Yeah, the club
don't want lower prices, Harry.
The club want to maximise their revenue. This is quite evident in everything that they do. This is why,
I'll give you another example. My season ticket, if I sell that off at 119th, so I get, say, 119 for my price, the rough estimate, and it's not exactly right, because I'm not going to go on. Sorry, don't know what it's. I get £26. That then goes back into the pot. They charge that at match day prices.
Yeah.
So the club get about 40% on top of my ticket.
Yeah. Wrong.
That's where it's wrong.
Wrong. But again, what's it about? It's about maximizing revenue.
Exactly. But this is but the trouble is, LB, we're maximum now. And I think Mark, who used to be the disability rep on City Matters, top guy, spoke to him a few times. Even he said the club have got a bit cocky on their success. And they've got to be careful because if Pep leaves and we do that a little bit, I don't mean like we're just going to disappear down to Division 1, but you know what I mean?
Mm.
What happens then? Because you've pissed all your local fans out the door. They've gone. Mm. You can't get any new ones back on because there's no season tickets.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do then?
don't know. Probably come
This
groveling
is
back.
what I mean. The club have got to be careful now of which way they want it. Listen, I don't go to a game and spend 400 quid in the club shop.
No. Well, most people who have
You
season
think they
tickets
want
don't do
me?
that.
And this isn't just a City problem. West Ham and Spurs are getting rid of their senior citizen prices.
Yeah, they're all doing it, man. This is what I've said to you, though. How many times have I said this to you, old chat, man? PSR, yeah? What's it all about? It's about maximising revenue and smashing down expenditure. Really sorry, lads. We're going to have to put your ticket prices up. We're going to have to put your merch up because we need the money for PSR. And at the same time, they'll go, sorry, lads, we can't buy the best players in the world because we can't because of PSR. Profit and sustainability, yeah, is the greatest thing that's ever happened to this sport for owners. And no one can convince me otherwise because it smashes down your expenditure while maximizing revenue. And everybody goes along with it. Well, not everyone. Obviously, fans don't and that. But the media talk about it all the time. Oh, it's great, innit, PSR? The media, they sit there, you know what I mean, in the studios going, it's great, innit? Clubs are surviving. You know what I mean? They're not losing as much money. Yeah, it's because of because of fans, mate.
No, you're not.
All.
Let's be straight and let's be totally straight now. We've got into a situation where some fans are like, we are on one hell of a ride. I'm enjoying it. Can't wait.
Yes.
Let this go forever because we're on a drive.
Yeah.
The problem is nobody's seeing the little things that are going on behind the scenes that will eventually go bigger and bigger and bigger to a point where you're done. You're finished. It's like the price increase. City have been saying for ages, it's all right doing this. Oh, it's gone up by 20 quid. But that 20 quid, the trouble is your wages aren't going up at that inflation rate. And what City is saying is, so like the disability parking was 6 quid. They could have gone and got, and it was a great analogy from the Nick at the food bank who made a great point on this on the space earlier. Could have gone to Timbuktu and got a toilet roll sponsor for 2 million quid.
Yeah.
You don't need to take out the fans.
Well, you know what I always thought, Martin? Yeah, you know, we used to have season tickets. I always thought, why didn't they get a sponsor for the season cards? Yeah, you've got what, 35, 37,000 season ticket holders? Why not get a sponsor, yeah, to put something on everyone's season card and it knocks everyone's ticket back down by 100 quid or something? Like a fan sponsor. Like, but, you know, I don't know,
Do you know what gets me, though? You just said it. City are missing out on such a PR exercise here, right? Think about it this way.
Because they don't care about the PR, though, bro.
No, but they need to, LB.
Okay. Let me come back at you. No, let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate, Martin. Explain to me why you just said that. Why do the club need to worry about the PR from local fans and fans who have season ticket holders? Why? What does that matter to them when they're doing multi-million-pound sponsorship deals?
Because we're here forever. Listen, because we were here before them and we'll be there after them.
I don't think they care. I don't think they look at it like that.
And then you might as well end Manchester City then.
Because they don't. I don't think they look at it like that. They don't look at it like that. They don't look at it like what they're looking at it. Yeah, we're living in a world, right? Which
they're not going to be here in 50 years. You will be, LB.
No, but they're looking at it going, if we piss off 10% of the local fan base, right, we're going to get more than that in tourists.
But the tourists are not going to be here forever. Some will, but some are here.
But you don't need this. But Martin, this is where you're getting it twisted. You don't need the same tourist here every week. You need a different tourist here every week.
Your atmosphere is dead.
But they don't care about the atmosphere. They don't care, bro.
In the ground, we do, LB.
No, of course you freaking care. I care. I don't even go anymore, but I care about it. You care about it. But they don't care about it, Martin. All they care about is the bottom line.
No, 1 minute. I am sick to death of going to the damn stadium and having Ipswich Town sing to me football in a library.
Never going to change ever.
Fucking Town.
Who
the fuck are you?
They don't care. They don't care about the atmosphere. If they cared about the atmosphere, every single ticket, yeah, since we got bought in 2008, would have stayed the same price. They would have frozen the tickets, and everyone everyone who had the season ticket would have had the season ticket, and any new fans have just got to hold that. Yeah, Martin, their objective is crystal clear: maximize revenue to the most you can possibly do that. And if that means pissing off some fans, that means pissing off some fans.
Right, then you better pray we don't get pinged in 115 because that stadium's empty.
It might be empty.
Then they'll be pissed off.
I think they'll have more things to worry about, though. I think they'll have more things to worry about than some fans not turning up when they're in fucking Conference League and got to pay millions, maybe hundreds of millions of pounds in fines. Listen, I get exactly what you're saying. I just
don't say I don't understand when I live 5 minutes from the Etihad, sunshine. Don't say I don't understand. I live 5 minutes from the Etihad. But a season 34 years. Think I do understand. I've spoken to 1894, spoken to MCFC Food Bank, spoken to every single one of these. Trust me, I know. And if you think everyone's happy as a Larry, then you're living in a bubble.
But Martin, the club don't care if you're happy.
Then what's the point then? What we doing here then? We're just customers then. Someone said to me a long time ago, we're all customers then.
We are customers.
Then take the fans bit away.
We are customers. That's what football is now. It's not a fans. It's a
ever cry about. People said we had 45,000. We had 40,000 fans in League One. We did. I can name you hundreds who've left since then and not renewed.
I know loads of people who don't go anymore.
So you can't say the 40,000 fans in League One because they weren't there. They were there then. They're not there now. They've already gone. My brother, my two nephews, my dad. I know loads who were giving up at the end of the season. You know loads. People have stopped going.
I know loads of people. Because you push people too far and they'll just go, what's the fucking point? Might as well just go pub and watch it on pub or watch it on Dodgy Stick or something like
that. Then we have to stop complaining about atmospheres.
When you say we, you mean the club.
Yeah.
And
Pep can't keep going out and going, oh, I need the fans behind us more. Your bosses won't allow us.
Completely agree.
Completely agree. Then don't have a go at the fans.
Completely agree.
The trouble is, I get it's a business and I get we've got Erling Haaland, they've got to make money. I 1000% understand that. This is what I'm saying. I'm seeing it from both sides. I get what they're saying. But the trouble is, what people are saying is they're pushing the legacy fans out too much. There's got to be a happy median between getting fans from abroad and local fans. There's got to be a happy median. The problem is every group who sits down with the club to go into a meeting are getting denied. There's become a wall.
There is though, Martin, but you're surprised by that. You think this company, right, is a multi-billion-pound company. It's worth what? 4 billion? At the last time they sold some shares, it was worth 4 billion.
Yep.
It's a club that turns over nearly £1 billion in revenue a year. You think these people care about groups of fans wanting meetings? They don't care, bro.
Listen, you know the story about my dad. My dad got pushed out. The problem is, it was different ownership at the time, and I understand it. In 2003, we were promised, you pick your seat in the City of Manchester Stadium. I think you probably remember this, LB. We were all told in 2003, whatever seat you get in City of Manchester Stadium is your seat for life. That's what we were all told. And everyone went in, and I remember we all got shown around the stadium while it was being built. And you could go and sit in your seat. And you were told this is your seat for life. Yep. That changed. My dad, 83, God, sadly with the way he is now, I'd had a season ticket from being a boy.
Yep.
Played for City Reserves, loved the club, everything. Got moved out of Colin Bell Level 1 for the Tunnel Club.
Tunnel Club, yeah.
And they offered him the others, like in the family stand. And my dad went, I didn't choose that seat.
Yeah.
And so my dad went. And they didn't even bother. They didn't blink an eyelid.
No, they don't.
I understand that from a business point of view. But my point is, if we're just going to look at football as just a business, then no one can complain about PSR or ATP ever again.
Who can't?
Fans. Because you can't have both sides of the argument.
But fans don't want both sides of the argument.
Well, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, because PSR has been brought in to as a business model to help Premier League clubs stay above their means.
That's it.
It was designed to.
To lose £105 million in losses over 3 years.
No,
in fact, you can lose more than that if you put it on stadium.
Fans complain about things when it suits them and when it doesn't.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, though, Martin. When does really anything happen to fans, which is like great? When was the last time you sat? Well, when was the last time you sat there and went, you know what, fair fucks, that's mint. Big up the club for doing that for fans.
No one.
Well, that's the point I'm making.
Right. Well, next time I see a tweet of anyone saying 65, 70 quid for a ticket is too much money, I will remind them. Football is a business.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they can't moan about it. No, because you're saying, right? So I acknowledge.
That's my point. It's on individual needs. If them needs are okay if I can afford the 70 quid, I'm all right, Jack. See you later. Bye-bye.
No, but that doesn't mean you think it's right. If I was a millionaire, yeah, I could still I'd pay for the tickets, yeah, and I'd be like, yeah, chilling. Don't mean I have to be like. I'll tell you something, yeah. I know a lot of City players, yeah, who think Pep Guardiola's restaurant's too expensive. I know that for a fact, yeah. No one can question me. I know that for a fact. Some of the City players think Pep Guardiola's restaurant's too expensive. These are millionaire football players. Now they'll pay it if they want to go there because they're millionaires. You don't have to worry. It doesn't stop them going, fucking that's dear. Because people can pay for something and still be like, it's dear. And just because you pay for something doesn't mean that you don't have to it doesn't mean you're not allowed to moan about it. We all pay for our gas and lecky, which is through the roof. Don't mean I can't moan about it. So we can still moan about the situation. Nothing's ever going to change, but it doesn't stop us. We're allowed to moan. We're allowed to vent our frustrations. My point is, vent your frustrations, but just be aware that nothing's going to change. Just be aware that absolutely nothing's going to change. I would never say anyone don't moan about it because you're well within your rights to moan about it because I think it's a disgrace. I think what's happened is an absolute disgrace. Yeah. But so long as you know that nothing's going to change, because nothing will change. You're not dealing with a club that knows us all. You're dealing with a multi-billion-pound corporation. When you realise that, you've just got to fucking deal with it. Like I say, don't make it right because it's not right.
Absolutely fine then they don't understand the Manchester City fan base.
But this is the thing, right?
And LB, you know exactly what I mean by that.
No. I get what you're saying. My point is, right, I believe that the club don't care about losing some fans because they believe they can replace those fans with new fans or tourists. Some
of those fans will leave when we're not successful. That's the bit you don't get.
Maybe. No. I get it, but that's speculation.
Okay.
You don't know that for a fact.
I've seen the Etihad on Premier League days and on Champions League days. Very different. Very different.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know. But
I think FC in the Champions League.
No, it is. I know it is.
And they're not there for City. They're there for Haaland.
Yeah, no, 100%. By the way,
we're not Haaland FC.
Yeah, but my point is, I think the club reckon that they can replace you. Say you left this year, I reckon the club would be like, no worries, Martin's gone, we'll replace him with someone else. That's what I think the club think. That must be what the club think. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this. They wouldn't do this, would they, if they didn't think that?
See, what people don't realise is Manchester City have one of the oldest age range fan bases going. Statistically, we do. A lot of our season ticket holders are older generation fans.
Yep.
And they're not, you got to remember, I'm not, listen, I 100%, this is where I do understand the club. We are not City from 1994 anymore.
Yeah.
I totally understand that, mate. I'm not stupid. You want Haaland, you want Pep, etc. But what they are doing is, LB, they are pushing the old school fans away too much.
I agree.
There has to be a balance. I love every new fan we get in because I was a new fan once. But this is why I've always had a saying. I'm one of these. But this is where I've always had a saying. If you are a new fan, learn about the club. Learn about not just the players, the fans. Listen, we were the fan base that went and we take the piss out of ourselves when we're shit.
Mm-hmm.
We never win at home. We never win away. Why? Because that's our culture. We are the piss take out of ourselves. No one can laugh at us. We laugh at ourselves enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. When I'm sat at Wembley and I say to a guy, and the guy turns to me and goes, "Which one's Phil Foden?" And he's got Phil Foden on the back of his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do?
Wow.
But he's in the City end. And I'm singing and I'm being told to be quiet. What is this? The cinema? Go to the cinema if you want to sit in silence, sunshine. I'm at a football match.
The cinema. Yeah, no, bro.
That's all I mean is learn about the culture of the club. There has to be a balance between old and new, local and fans abroad.
No. Okay, so let me come in here. I completely 100% agree. Clearly, evidently, the club disagree.
Yeah. I don't know what you want me to say to that.
No. What you should do, because I just need you to acknowledge that you know that's the case.
Mate, I know it's the case. I've accepted that.
I think you're right in what you're saying. In an ideal world, completely agree. The club clearly disagree and don't think that they need to do that. And they think they can maximize revenues by going about it a different way. And you'd probably have to say, yeah. I mean, all you'd have to do is look at the trend line. Is the match day revenue going up year on year? I imagine it is. If it is,
but it's at our expense.
That the club don't care about.
Right. Then they're going to lose fans.
But so long as that line keeps on going up on the graph, match day revenue, they don't care.
Football's fans is dead.
Well, bro, I think
we are customers then.
Yeah, I think but we've been customers for time. We've been customers for time.
And some will say it's an old-fashioned way of thinking, and I get it, because in America, people pay $5,000 for a Super Bowl ticket. I understand all that. I get that. I was over in America in the summer. I love the place. And some were paying $200, $300 for what City versus Barca.
Yeah.
I paid 70 quid. I thought that was a lot for a pre-season game, but I thought, I'm away. I'll do it. I can afford it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm all right. I'm looking after me.
Yeah.
And this is this is what all these fan people are trying to say is, we can't keep doing this. I'm all right, Jack. Screw you.
Yeah.
Nothing will change unless we all get together, old, new, foreign, Mancunians, and get together and stop it. Because as someone said to me earlier on, the fans will be here before these owners and they'll be here after the owners. And that isn't just City, that's every football club in the world. The fans should be the most important thing in your football club, because if there is no fans, your club is dead. It's soulless. It is gone.
You know what, Martin? I don't think that's true anymore. I don't think that's true anymore. I think it used to be true. I think there's that much money.
Then football's dead. Kill it.
It might be. I think there's that much money.
Batman forever in the cinema.
Martin, listen. Martin, listen. I think there's that much money in TV revenue, that much money in sponsorships, that I don't think that's true anymore.
No, we could get a sponsorship for £2 million off a toilet roll company. Down to charge.
Look at this, Martin. Look at this. This is club revenue. The yellow is match day revenue. Yeah, so 55 mil. Then it took a dip in these 2 years because of COVID. Went back up to 54. 2022, 2023, 71.9 million. Look at that jump from before COVID, yeah, from 55 million to 71 million. This is why I say, bro, like they love it. They love the revenues, man.
Do you know what's upsetting me though is and there's people in the chat, big up to you all, but some have just accepted it and gone, yeah, it's a business, don't care about it.
No, bro. They don't accept it. Well, they do accept it, but they just don't. Like, what can you do? Because what can you do about it? What can you do? I don't think it's right. I think it's wrong. I completely agree with everything that you're saying. My view on it is, though, what are you going to do about it?
In his grave.
What are you going to do about it? What can you possibly do about it?
This is the problem. People, and I'm not saying what the club are wrong in everything. And people are saying, oh, I'm old. I'm 42. I'm sorry. I don't believe in player FC. There are fans who watch games on SofaScore. And I also know fans who are Ronaldo fans. So they supported United. Then they supported Real Madrid. Then they went back to United. Now they are fans of what Saudi club is he at now?
Who?
Ronaldo.
Al Ahly.
Have you seen Al Ahly's fan base jumped up?
It's Al Nassr, sorry, Al Nassr.
Have you seen their fan base jump?
Yeah.
What's it?
But Martin, you've deviated from the point here, right? So you ask a question, I threw it back at you, right? What can you possibly do about it? Because people are asking in the chat, what can you do? Briggs is saying, how can you influence the club then? So you're saying this is all wrong. I agree. Everyone agrees with you in the chat. What next? What do we do?
Got to get a balance. And it doesn't, this is what I'm about to say.
No, but how do you do that, Martin?
Right. Well, right.
Go on.
You do it by proper communication. This to me has to get all supporters clubs involved. All supporters clubs.
Why would the club? Why? So what I'm not hearing here is what Briggs is asking you. How are you getting the club to change their mind to lower their revenues to help you out?
What do you mean lower that? What do you mean lower their revenues?
Well, you want them to bring in more season tickets. You want them to get rid of Flexi Gold. You want them to sort the ticket prices out.
No. I'm no problem. See, I'm no problem with Flexi Gold. My issue is my grandson can no longer go to City games with me.
Right.
That's over.
So you want him to have a season ticket next to you?
I want him to have the option.
Right. So that's gonna drive down the revenue.
Go and get a sponsorship deal for a toilet roll for £2 billion.
Okay. So my point is, and Briggs is still asking the question, how are you going to get the club to change course?
That I don't know. I don't know the answer
and
to that.
And that's the answer to the point that you're making when you say, why is everybody accepting it? Nobody's accepting it. People just don't know what to do. So they're just like, well, what can I do about it? There's no point in doing anything. Don't moan about it on Twitter. Don't moan about it in my chat. I'll join you and moan about it with you. But you can't give us an answer because
what happens is fans walk away.
Fans walk away, 100%, and they'll be replaced by new fans.
And what you'll end up with is a breakaway club the same way you got FC United.
Maybe people go to
is that what we want? Is that the road we want to go down?
Maybe people Main Road FC's there. MTFC Labs done a video on it.
That was a lovely little segue into Luke's video. And yeah.
But do you understand what I'm saying, Martin? Everybody agrees with what you're saying, yeah? The people just don't know what to do because there's nothing they can do. And then you could say, well, protest, yeah? But people did that.
I agree with that.
People protested with the Community Shield. Then what happened? It still sold out because other people took the tickets. And so it's the same thing. The only thing we can do is stop going to games, but then the tourists will take the place. So then the club are like, well, it is what it is.
Yes, no, I agree. I've no problem with that. But the problem is you've got on the other side is, again, it may happen, may not. I don't think it will. City get pinged by 115 and we get put down to League One. People going to travel from wherever to come watch City versus Bromley FC.
Well, first of all, the club are saying
you're going to do a watch along on City versus Bromley.
I fucking will do a watch along. We'll be there.
You know,
the thing is, though, Martin, yeah, the club one are saying that that's not going to happen because they're innocent. And two, I think that'll
Yeah,
be
I agree
the
with
last
that.
thing that they'll be worried about. And you know for a fact, Martin, yeah, you're saying that, but you know for a fact a lot of fans will go to those games. I know City fans that want us to get guilty because they want us to get relegated because they want to go through the journey again. And you know people like that as well.
No. Do you know why people say that? Because they want the club back. I've had that tonight by a lot of
They have the
fans.
club back, but ultimately, yeah, you're trying to tell me that everyone's walking away. No, everyone's not walking away. In fact, City fans who walked away.
You know a lot of people are, though, LB.
Yeah, no. I'm talking specifically about getting relegated.
Yeah.
You've got more chance of
I would walk away.
Huh?
Because I can afford it. I don't know that thing, but I'm still saying I think do you know my thing is they've asked for the price. All City Matters group have asked today is can we freeze the season tickets for next season? Do you think they will?
No.
Then why have a City Matters group?
Bro, when this thing was invented,
why have it?
I was still a season ticket holder. I was never interested in it because I knew what it was. It's a tick box exercise. Again, respect to everyone. I don't want to shit on people, Respect to everyone that does it. I know they're working hard. They're trying their best, right? But in my opinion, that is just a way for the club to pretend like they're. And listen, people can disagree with me. That's just my opinion. I never rated it. The day that it was brought in, I was like, what, you're telling me the club makes a huge decision? They're going to be able to influence the club. I'll tell you what the club probably do, yeah? I'll tell you what I'd do if I was an executive of the club. I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd do shit, yeah? I'd do something bad, right? Knowing full well that actually I'm going to change my mind. And I'd put it through to City Matters, and then I'd get them about, oh, yeah, we changed it because City Matters. And then I'd do this whole PR thing. That's what I'd do. These people are cynical people, man. These people who run these businesses, yeah? They're not fucking stupid, mate. Yeah, these are the smartest brains around. The smartest brains around. You know, you're hearing rumors at other football clubs that the biggest fan channels, because they're so powerful, some of these fan channels, they can access millions of fans worldwide. You're hearing rumors that the clubs are paying fan channels and are in bed with the fan channels to drive the narrative on the fan channel because the fan channel's got so much power. But the club do that because they know they've got so much power and they'd rather control the narrative. These people that run these clubs, bro, they're the smartest people in the world. They're the smartest people in the world, man. And like, again, I just think we just have to accept the sad reality of the situation. And listen, keep fighting the fight, man, because if you do manage to get anything changed, fucking respect to you, mate. I've accepted it, that nothing's going to change, and this is the world that we now live in. Don't think it's right, think it's wrong. But what can you do? With a little guy, Martin. With a little guy, man. And they've got their foot on our necks, and what can we do, man? And you're right. As the seasons go on, fans will tap out. I can't do it no more.
And you know what? This is what bothers me a little bit. I can see our fan base down the road splintering off like others. I'm already listening to it. You think 1894 and City Matters and the Food Bank are all putting out the comments they're putting out because we're all happy?
Yeah.
We're going to end up splintering. I don't want that.
So here's the thing. Here's what I think you should focus on, right? I'm not saying don't focus on the tickets.
I should focus on
No, you, because you're very passionate about this. And anyone else in the chat. I'll tell you what I focus on, right? I have accepted, not because I think it's right, I've accepted that the club is going to maximize revenue in whatever way possible. I've accepted that. Don't think it's right, think it's wrong. I've accepted it, and I've accepted there's very little that we can do to influence that. I'll tell you what I do. Yeah. I try and fucking enjoy the community of City fans that we've got, mine. I try and enjoy the shows that I do with you and the other lads. Yeah, I enjoy interacting. Let me finish. I enjoy interacting with the community on this channel. I enjoy doing your Twitter Spaces live on Twitter. I enjoy having the debates on Twitter. I enjoy speaking to my mates in the pub, on my WhatsApp groups. You know what I mean? That's the club. That's the club. Yeah, that's where you've got to focus your energy, man. Everything else is lost, and you ain't getting it back, in my opinion. Keep fighting it, keep moaning about it. Do you? Yeah. But me, when I think about the club now, I think about the players on the pitch, the manager, yeah, and us as fans. This is why I always say when it comes to this 115 shit, I don't really care about Sheikh Mansour and that. I don't really care about Khaldoon and them guys. They're not Manchester City. They are the current operators of the football club. And like you said, maybe in 10, 15, 20, 30 years, they'll be gone and there'll be a new guy there. That's why I don't really care about them too much. I thank them for turning our club mint. Yeah, making us class. But what you've got to focus your energy on is the fans. Yeah, your fellow fans, your community, the people you sit next to at the ground, the people you go to the game with, the people you interact with online, your spaces, your community, Mancunian Way. That's what that's about, man. That is, that is the new era, bro.
Do you know what it is to me? It is, and I totally 100% back that. I love doing this. And like, even if people are disagreeing with me, I love it. I'm just disappeared off camera. One go.
He's dipped, boys. He's getting emotional. he's just resetting his camera. He's resetting his camera, man. You know what, kid? No. I completely agree with you. Keep fighting it. Keep calling the club out. Keep doing what you've got to do to let the people know that you're not happy. Yeah? But try not to get too angry about it or whatever, because nothing's going to change. That's my point. And that's why I think you should put your energy into just, the shit that we do now. You know what I mean? And like going with your mates, going to the pub, talking to your friends at school, at work. If you go online on Twitter and you have debates online, I see people all the time putting their opinions on. Like, that's us. That's the fans. The club can't touch us. The club can't touch you and your mates in the pub when you're having a debate. The club can't touch you when you're in this chat or when you're on a Twitter space or whatever. The club can only control what's going on at the ground and how you get into the ground. Like, it just is what it is, man. It's just a sad state of the times, isn't it? Right, let me come to some of these super chats. Martin's just restarted his PC, and then we'll continue this. Let me go through some of these super chats, man. He's back. Let me just do these super chats, Martin. Yeah. Big up to LB. Says Alan is one seriously unhappy man at the moment. Listen, we'll come on to that, I'm sure, because he has done a couple of super chats in himself. Big up to F UEFA. Says LB, I used to be Lee Gunner. Stop eating on air. Lee Gunner, stop eating on air. What, did Lee used to eat on air? F UEFA, what's going on here, mate? What's going on here? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's on about. F UEFA, let us know in the chat what you're talking about, man. Al says no to Amorim. He's not good enough. Enrique, Vinny, or Alonso, Barca, Pep football only. We'll come on to that in a second. Alan says bring in Vinny. And then he also says
COVID won 4 games.
Yeah. Al says COVID proved that clubs don't need fans at games anymore. I think to a large degree that's true. I think you're right. Tinsay said confused. Why is Spurs, Arsenal not complaining? Real Madrid fans. I think they are complaining. Spurs and Arsenal fans. I think a lot of clubs in the country are complaining. A lot of them are. I hear Liverpool fans complaining. You just probably don't see it because you probably follow more City stuff online. Crystal says, yes, lads, Martin knows my story. Gave up my season ticket long ago. Bottom line is club don't care for old school fans. When trophies stop, club will come crawling back. And I think you're right, Crystal. He also says, he sent the same super chat again. Big up, Crystal. And then he's also sent another one in. Big up, Crystal, man. Says hardcore fans should boycott a game. Let's see. But the thing is, though, they tried that with the Community Shield. And that didn't work out very good because they sold out the tickets, didn't they, in the end? Now, whether or not that would happen if it's at the Etihad and not Wembley, that's a different question. Maybe it wouldn't.
I've got to say, it was one of the worst games I've ever been to. There's a stream on my channel about it. It was dog shit. There was Arsenal fans all in our end.
Yeah, but I tell you what, yeah, I remember that's Community Shield, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Community Shield.
There was Arsenal fans all over the joint when we
Community
played.
Shield's not. I remember when I went.
Fans who stopped going to that game.
Yeah, Community Shield is a tricky. I remember I got told to sit down at Community Shield game, and that was the last time I went to Community Shield. Al says, spot on, LB. PSR is the killer of football. I've said it for years, mate. Again, when you take a step back and look at it, it's absolutely amazing. Al runs a business, right? Imagine if we brought in rules for Alan, yeah? And say, Al, We're bringing in these rules for your business. You got to smash down your expenditure, yeah, while maximizing revenue. I was like, oh, right, they sound like fucking great rules. As a business owner, they sound like brilliant rules. Bad for his workers.
I was two-faced.
Bad for his workers who now don't get paid overtime.
Yeah, I was two-faced, and I will come to that in a minute. Said with a lot of love, but it's two-faced. Because what Al says to some fans is now different to what he's saying to others.
Okay, well, we'll come on to it in a second, yeah? Big up to LB. He says, Martin, when Pep goes, the club's not finished. It's BS.
No, I didn't say that. What I said was, you're not going to win what you're winning now, LB 98.
Yeah.
And some, LB 98, the thing you don't understand is some fans are here for Pep. And only Pep.
Maybe. We'll see when he leaves, isn't it? Big up to Archie. Says, I'm not worried moving forward. Fans must relax, says Archie. Well, we're going to come on to that in a second, man. Bevel, big up Bevel, man. Dropping ticket prices has very little to zero impact on players we sign. Dropping ticket prices don't mean we have to sell Haaland. It's greed. Agree. It's greed. And LB says, RIP Liam Payne. Yeah, man, I just seen this online, bro. Apparently Liam Payne's died. You know the guy out of One Direction?
Yeah, rest in peace. I don't want to. There's all sorts of speculation.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, it's
not just say rest in peace. But I don't want to speculate on someone's thing.
Yeah. No, 100%. Right, okay. Is there anything else you wanted to speak about on this ticket? Oh,
no,
you want to move on to Pep Guardiola?
No, we'll move on to panicking. My simple thing on this is it can be solved by just taking that wall down. Do you know, like I said about the Premier League, someone's got to give to get movement.
Yeah.
Someone's got to give it. Or we're just going to end up in a vicious circle.
Someone's got to give.
Someone's got to give a little bit. And some of these fan groups, we've all got to give a little bit. And do you know what it is?
But fans have already given a lot, bro.
No, nobody likes having a go at the club. No one does. You think I enjoy coming there, having a go about the club I love? No chance. And LB will tell you, I'll talk Manchester City 24/7, 365 days of the week. I have no problem. I'll have a chat with anyone about City. City's my life. It's my passion alongside my partner and my kids.
Yeah.
No, people say I drive around the Etihad just to see if it's still there. It's ingrained in me. Do you think I enjoy all this? Do you think I like saying negative stuff about?
No. I get you, bro. I get you.
All I want is I want, and I don't agree with the blaming tourist fans either, because you need fans from abroad. You need new fans. We were all new fans once. What there has to be is some sort of let's sit down and have a combo. But at the moment, the club are not budging. That's the problem. They're not willing to budge anywhere. And when I'm being asked for my 14-year-old to bring his passport to the ground to prove he's a child, sorry, football's gone.
Yep.
Football's gone in the what? I've got to take a passport to a football game now to prove my son's a child. What? What is this?
Again, Martin, this is it. This is where we're at, bro. It ain't right. You're better off calling it out, venting your frustration, but not letting it try to affect you too much, man. Because you're a passionate man. I get you, yeah. I hear you. I hear it in your voice, yeah. So long as you know that the club's not going to change, keep calling it out, yeah. Because as the little guy, yeah, we need to keep calling it out. But nothing's going to change, bro. Nothing's going to change, bro. And you know what, Martin? Sorry to say it, it'll only get worse, mate. It'll only get worse.
Well, then at some point, the thing is, everyone's got an end game to it. Everyone's got a breaking point. And always, as I got told once by someone who I will not name, and they were spot on, everyone's breaking point is different, but everyone has got one.
Facts, 100%.
And all I want the club to do is not push everyone to their breaking points.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
You're right, but they won't. They'll keep pushing because that's what these people do. Right. Anyway, let's move it on because we've done 1 hour 22 minutes.
Off.
You know what's hilarious?
Bring him on.
Pretty mad. Hey, yo, I want to say this as well. Yeah, We got 600 people in here live, yeah, and we'll have thousands watch this back on replay. A lot of fans in this chat won't even be from Manchester. They won't even be from the UK. They might never have been to a game at the Etihad, yeah, but they're interested. They want to hear the opinions of fans who go to games like Martin, yeah. So big up to everyone in the chat, man. We're going to move it on now to Pep Guardiola. Fans are panicking. Yeah, we've had Alan in the chat saying, we don't want Amorim. He's not good enough.
I want
fans
Pep
are panicking.
Regen.
We're now being told, is Pep actually staying or not? Maybe he's actually still going. Apparently, he's not. He's not made a decision.
Send me a link, LB.
I'll send you a link. Should I send him a link?
Send him a link.
Oh, I'll send him a link. Al, I'm sending you the link, mate. Can I send it to you on WhatsApp or I'll email it him? Yeah.
Send him on wherever you want.
Where is he?
Just as he knows he's going to get embarrassed when he comes on.
Right, what's his... Right, we'll send it him now.
Well, we're going to talk trains, ladies and gents, but we couldn't.
Right, Alan, I've sent you the... Oh, Bevel, you want the link as well? Fuck it. Who else wants the link?
Wait, it's a Poland show. Let's go.
Who else wants the link? Right, I've sent Alan the link. Bevel, you want the link?
Anyone else?
You want the link, Bevel?
What Bevel's super chats? Is there any more super chats? Come on.
No, I'm pretty sure I've read them all out, man. Bevel says, can't have Pep calling for atmosphere in press conference. Yeah, 100%. Completely agree. Completely agree. If Pep Guardiola complains about atmosphere, every single City fan in the world has a right to call him out. Facts.
Everyone's asking for the link. I'll have a link.
Everyone just wants the link, yeah?
1800 on the stream.
Right, you've got the link. Bevel, you want the link? Let me know in the chat if you want the link. Right, go on, Martin. What are you saying?
Right, Bevel's, go on, bro. Right, yeah, there's a little bit of panic. Obviously, the news come out. Pep may only sign a 1-year deal. I am seeing a bit of panic by some. Like Alan, I want any Spanish manager. I just want the Barca way. Here he goes. I just want Barca. We're Barca FC. So, you know,
listen, Martin, we had this argument like the other night on the space.
And nobody agreed with you, Alan.
I don't care. This is my opinion, not anyone else's. My opinion.
Never ever go at Hamza.
Remember, Martin.
Never ever go at Hamza ever again.
It's all right. Mate, all I'll say is you're only a customer, Martin. You're not anything else.
You're not. You're not. do. Alan season ticket. And I'll show you.
Oh, dear me.
You've been on for 10 seconds, Alan. You've already rattled it.
Alan season ticket.
Yeah,
you're not controlling.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm 10,500 miles away.
What?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm 10,500 miles away, mate.
That's fortunate for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Still not far enough, mate. But anyway, go on. Tell us all why you're crying.
I'm not. But I'm annoyed it's only 1 year extension, if that is true, by the way, if that is true. I don't particularly think Amorim is the answer because he's done nothing in a Mickey Mouse League. And that's my opinion. It's Mickey Mouse League, Portugal. Whatever you might think, it's done nothing. And I want the Barca type football, which is what Pep has put, not just in the first team, but throughout the club. The youth team, under 18s, under 15s, everything. So to me, if you're going to replace him with somebody, it needs to be ex-Barcelona or one of his students, like Vinny.
I did a little. I don't know if you watched the stream I did yesterday, Al. Yeah,
I saw it last night.
When I went through everything of Amorim, it's not brilliant, is it, Al?
Exactly. I'm sorry.
But I know, just before anyone says, I know you can't judge him just purely based off of where he finished in the league or whatever, but that's all I can really judge him off at the moment because I've not watched a lot of Lisbon, and it's not great.
So, I'd rather have the Enrique, the Xavis, the Alonsos, and the Vinnies. They're the potential candidates for me.
He says
not some nobody in Lisbon in the Mickey Mouse League. Sorry, no thanks.
Oh, sorry. You want Vinny Company who's won 3 games?
Mate, he'll win the Bundesliga this year.
I'd rather have Vincent Kompany than Amorim. I'd rather have Vincent Kompany than Amorim.
You've been
I would as
sentimental.
well.
You've been
I would as
sentimental.
well. At least I've got someone who agrees with me.
Right. And both of you
Amorim, what has he done? He's done absolutely nothing. Zero, nothing.
And what's Vinny done?
He's about to win the Bundesliga.
He got Burnley promoted with the record points.
And then got barely relegated.
Yeah, because the transfer activity was shocking. We called it out on match day 1.
Yep.
Pissed off. This Vinny, you are Ollie's at the wheel, Ollie's at the wheel.
That's what we'll have if we bring this Portuguese no-oper into the dugout.
I'm with you. I don't really want Amorim, to be honest.
No, I don't at all. I went, who? When I first did his name, who?
But no, Alan, what has company done to get the job?
Is he City legend, man?
Oh, no, give it to Paul.
He's a City legend. Why did Bayern Munich get him then? He's all right for Bayern Munich, but not us. Bayern Munich's seen something in him.
Yep, correct.
So you know more than the Bayern Munich people then, mate. Yeah, that's what you're trying to tell us. You know more than the sporting director at Bayern.
What you're saying is, though, you know more than the City people.
Well, why didn't Bayern Munich get Amorim then?
Maybe
who is he? Who is he?
Wasn't there talk of Amorim going to Wolves at one point?
Wolves, exactly. That's his standard.
Oh, so Liverpool didn't want him in the summer then?
I don't know.
Apparently they did. Rumours are that he wanted too much money.
Yes, now. Stop being an entitled spy little brat. You're being an entitled spy little brat.
No, I just don't want the club to start dipping too much. And if they dip too much under Amorim...
All right, Hamza. Calm down, bro. Calm down, Hamza, bro.
5th from bottom, and then you'll start...
No, I'm not having this, Alan. Exactly what you have a go at Hamza for that has been recorded in my spaces you're doing right now.
What? No, Vinny.
Stop stumbling and fumbling and give me your facts.
All right, Vinny. Enrique was, Luis Enrique, treble winner in Spain. Fact. They're the candidates.
Enrique's an interesting one because he did well at Barca, but like other clubs, he's not really done much.
I forgot. He's on about the Portuguese league. He's going to tell me that Enrique's won in the
Portuguese
French league.
Listen, the Portuguese league is like the Welsh league with Bangor FC and things like that. Next to, you know what I mean? Spain's a big league. Germany's a big league. Italy's a big league.
Germany's a big league. Bayern won it 10 years on the bounce.
Mate, it's still a big league. It's still a big league, mate.
You leave the Welsh league out of it, you, Alan.
Go on, Bevel. Take him out.
There's nothing wrong with going and watching Real on a Saturday, mate. I tell you.
Listen, mate. I'm not with you, but it's like watching TNS in the UEFA Cup again.
Hey, the manager of Leicester used to play for Real.
There we go. There's a standard for Amorim, then, isn't it?
What was that guy from Porto who did quite well? What was his name? The manager?
Jose.
He won the Champions League, Martin. He won the Champions League, bro. If Amorim wins I'll tell you what then.
Play we got from Benfica. What's he called? Oh, Edison.
We also got Mangala from Portugal.
And he was shit.
Hey, D. Michaelis is available.
Pep, he's going to leave.
Now, I rate the Argentinian league before I do the Portuguese league.
I said Di Michelis, Martin. I said get me Di Michelis, mate. Yeah. Statistically, one of the best managers ever to have managed River Plate in the last 30 years, according to Transfer Mark Deo.
Do you know
why are you so sat? Okay, Martin, let me ask you a question. How come you're so sat on Amorim then?
I'm not sat on Amorim. I know the club are.
Oh, I thought you were sat on him, bro. So you're not asked.
I'm not asked. I know the club are looking at him. He's top of the agenda.
Well, I hope we like mid-table then.
Do you see what I mean with Alan? Alan's become a writing title fan, Anna. We're not letting him out.
Okay, Martin, who would you want then as the next manager?
To me, who would I want? The problem is, Alonso looks very good, but the problem is he's done it for one season.
Okay.
I think we've got to see. This is my issue with a lot.
But Alan agrees with that. Alan would take Alonso.
I know, but he's only done it for one season.
So who would you want then?
And he didn't lose a game.
Who would you want then, Martin?
Right, Alan. He's now 5th in the league.
Martin, who you want?
Fine,
Give us a
fine.
name. Give us a name that you want as a next Man City manager.
Personally, I think Amorim would actually be a decent fit.
So if you was
Bullshit,
sporting director,
Unai Emery or Amorim.
so you'd get Emery or Amorim.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
that's
my
fine.
God.
I think
I
Emery's
like
not a bad
Amorim's
shout.
football because, unlike Alan, I've watched Amorim's football. He plays 3 at the back with 2 wing backs.
And gets the ball forward very quickly. They'll have to change.
But
The
Alan,
whole-
we're not going to play
Listen,
football forever.
listen. No,
Was Amorim in charge when we spanked Sporting
Yeah.
like 5-2
Yeah, it was.
or whatever?
5-0.
Yeah,
it
it
was?
was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Right.
Remember, if you actually look at his record in the Champions League, it's not great, mate.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
I know people will go, yeah, but it's Sporting. Bro, look at the games he's had, mate. Like some of the games he's like struggled to get out of groups with that average group. I did it all last night. I went through its whole
And
history.
that's fine. But who'd you
Mark-
get then? Who'd
Mark-
you get, Robbie?
Martin.
I'd get Vinny Company, bro.
This is the bit I don't. What you're saying about Amorim, and then you throw. If you said to me Nagelsmann or someone, right, I get you, you're throwing me Vinny. You got beat by Aston Villa last week, but now you're comparing Amorim's.
All right, so we got beat off Aston Villa last year. We got beat off Aston Villa last year.
We got thrashed.
Oh, no, piss off. This Vinny Company stuff, I love him as a captain. He's not ready for City management.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If he wins the league, Bundesliga, and gets to semi-final Champions League.
No, I need to see more than 1 year. I'm saying with Alonso. I need more than 1 year with Alonso.
But hang on a minute. What I don't get is, right, so Alonso last year, his first ever full season in management, went to the Bundesliga, won the Bundesliga unbeaten, got to a Europa League final, the first ever Bundesliga that club's ever won. Yet you're not taking him, but you take Amorim, who's won 2 leagues in Portugal and it has a really pretty dead record in Europe.
In Portugal.
Why?
It's not about us, the manager. You got to look at the process. Look at what's at the top. Do you think there's a reason we brought Hugo Viana in?
Yeah, because they like him. I don't think we're getting Amorim. I think it's way too easy.
Pep Guardiola had a say in the Hugo Viana stuff. Right?
Apparently, yeah.
Right, so there you go.
But the players that he scouted, in all fairness, he has worked off a shoestring budget and he's brought in some absolutely class talent. Like that you can kind of look at and go, okay, well, if he's brought in like that Victor Gyökeres or however you say it, and players like that, like, he knows like what he's looking for and he knows his talents. But to then go and say we're going to raid for the manager as well, I think that Viana's proven himself with the players that he's brought in on the budget that he has, but I don't think that the manager has proved himself. Like you can't just say, oh, I'm having one and because of that I'm having the other. Like they don't go hand in hand.
So who would you have, Bebo?
Whoever the club wants. Nah, Bevel. Who would you go for?
Who would I have? Who would I have? I'd probably either have Vinny or Nagelsmann.
Can I ask where's this Vinny stuff from other than sentimental?
Because he's a legend at a football club, bro. He's gone Bayern Munich.
Because
don't go to the management then.
But for me, it's nothing to do with what Vinny has done in the game as a manager. For me, he knows that Pep system better than anybody, in my opinion. He's worked under the Pep system. He has his way of playing, and that way of playing, yes, it didn't suit Burnley, but it will suit Man City.
I'd actually say, Bevel, that it did suit Burnley. Their problem is their transfer window last summer was a disgrace.
Yeah, they didn't have the quality of player to play out from the back in the Premier League. They just didn't.
And by the way, people can also say this about Vinny and the sentimentality situation, yeah. Pep Guardiola. Yeah, well, Pep Guardiola was given the job at Barcelona, having managed only the Barcelona B team, and he turned out to be the greatest manager that's ever walked.
Absolutely fine, but here's one. Vinny gets the job.
Right.
We dropped to about 4th in the league, 5th. I don't want to hear one person have a pop at Vinny. Not one. Because you all wanted it. You can't then turn.
No. Well, see, this is the thing. No, this is the thing.
No, because you're not wanting him on his managerial experience because he's had none.
Correct. No, he has. He's had 3. He's had about 4 seasons. That's not true. He's had 4 seasons. No, my point is,
one of them is Premiership, one of them is relegation.
Martin, I'm able to separate. Yeah, I'm able to separate.
You're not separating anything.
I'm able to separate my emotions from a manager to a player. If Vinny Company came in, yeah, and it was dead, and I was like, yeah, Vinny, it's time to go, mate. That would not impact my view on Vincent Kompany as a man or as a player in the slightest, because I'm able to separate my views as it, and United fans should be able to do that with Ollie. Yeah,
listen,
shit manager, great for us as a player.
Below you wanted Pep Guardiola out within the first year.
Bevo, serious
to prove that. He didn't want Pep Guardiola. So when Alan tells me who he wants and he doesn't want, he goes in one ear and out the other ear because he talks nonsense at times.
What about Inzaghi? What about Inzaghi?
Alan, there is a WhatsApp message of you saying sack Pep.
The thing is, though, the proof's in the pudding, though, Martin. You look at Chelsea, right? The amount of managers, top class managers that Chelsea have had over the years. You know, the likes of Pochettino and Conte and Sarri and Tuchel, and you know, the list goes on and on and on. How many of them have won the Premier League? You can't just because you're a name, and you know, just because you're a name doesn't mean that you're going to make it at that club.
I'm not. But hang on a minute. You just told me Amarin's not a name.
What?
So how have I put a name in?
Amarin's not a name.
No, I'm asking for names. What I'm trying to say is you're saying, oh, what's Vinny done?
There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee that any manager that we bring in is gonna do well.
Facts.
No, I understand that, but let's be honest, there is not a big enough sample size on Vinny for anyone to give any football.
Martin, this is exactly why I wanted
sentimentality, and you know that.
This is exactly why I wanted a 2-year extension, because then I could give Vinny time to win the Bundesliga twice.
I'll give everyone's part of view, and this is why people think I'm golden at Alan. Alan's exact quote last night: "If Pep doesn't sign a 2-year deal, let him gone now."
Yeah, I do.
Quote.
Yeah, but I've heard someone else say that in a group chat today.
Yeah, and I think it's garbage.
No, I think
Lemon Friday is garbage. Lemon Friday is garbage.
He needs to show. He's telling everybody, "I'm leaving and I'm going 1 year."
But he was always going to leave. We knew he was leaving.
I'm not happy with 1 year. He signed a 2-year deal or do one.
So what you want is a Klopp situation where he announces it halfway through a season, everyone falls apart, and then we're looking around for a manager.
No.
Yeah, but a 1-year deal. I'm going to minute.
1 year deal's now. You're telling everybody he's leaving.
A 1-year deal.
You know why it is.
A 1-year deal allows Vinny Company to win the Bundesliga twice. Because a 1-year deal is 2 years. It's this year and next year. So Vinny Company could do 2 years. So Alan, Pep Guardiola signs a 1-year contract extension. Vinny has this year in the Bundesliga, wins it. Next year in the Bundesliga, wins it. In comes Vinny Company. That's enough experience. Is it not? I think that's enough. I agree. 2 years. I think 2 years will be perfect because it gives us a lot more time.
Everyone was saying about a week and a half ago, you included LB, so Martin, so Bevo, 2 year extension. Everyone's saying 2 years.
Because that's what the rumors were.
Yeah, and then just all of a sudden it's fucking now 1 year. I thought, well,
Alan, you know why? You know why? Let's not do this live. You know why? You know why? This is what I mean, Alan. You're being a bit unsupported now.
That's my mate Rob Green asking
wants to know
ticket.
Personal issues. Do you think Pep? Think of it this way: maybe Pep doesn't want to stay beyond this season. maybe he's going to do an extra year to help us get through somewhere else as a thank you and as I'll help you. Why do you think Pep keeps saying, I need to speak to my family? I need to speak to your family. I need to speak to my family.
We know why. We know
Maybe
why.
there's other things going on, but you're being so inconsiderate on that, Alan, when you actually know what's going on. It's unreal at the minute.
The club are more important than one person, mate.
No, you want. No, I disagree with that because you want Pep FC.
Yeah, because it's got.
Your exact words were last night.
Ideally, I want to stay forever.
No, Alan, what exact words were? I said, I said to you, what's more? Are we Manchester City FC or Pep FC? You said both. What a load of bollocks! No manager or person.
Hang on, whoa. Do you accept that we're going into the biggest transfer market dealing next summer to replace a load of players? And we need Pep to show commitment to get the players that we want.
No.
Here's a counter argument for that, though. Would you want Pep to be involved in high-profile signings if he's going to be leaving the season after?
Good question.
Yeah, good question. But at the same point, are we going to attract the same quality with Amorim? I don't think we are.
Good point.
Did we not sign Allegri and Mancini?
If mate, we did with Mancini because we had Brian. We had
When
Brian.
When did we become Pep FC? Have I missed somewhere?
If you've got Pep leaving at the end of the season anyway, next season, surely there's going to be some kind of conversation about that with the potential players that we sign, or are we going to attract those levels of names knowing that Pep's going to be leaving anyway?
I think you've got to believe that we are, because otherwise you might as well fold the club. Do you know what I mean? Like, what we're doing here? Like, we can't just go. You can't just go along and say, "Oh, when
you don't sign players because of the manager. The manager is an influence, of course.
The only reason Haaland came to us was Pep. Remember that.
Don't think that's true.
I think there's a little bit to play.
Yeah, he would have had some influence.
We still might have been able to sign him. You see him. He's saying he's a City fan all his life. We signed Tevez. We signed Robinho. Yeah.
Bring back my Roberto.
Well, we won the league before Pep, and we'll win the league after Pep.
Right.
I tell you what, as well, Martin. Yeah. Let me go back to the Vincent Kompany situation as well. Right? When this manager leaves, the next manager that walks in has to own that dressing room. The players need to respect the manager. If Vincent Kompany walks in, the players respect him because the players know what he's done and they know he's a legend at his football club. And they know that if they put in a subpar performance, us as fans will get onto the players first, not the manager, because we'll protect Vincent Kompany.
United said that with Solskjaer. Chelsea said that with
wait a sec. If Ruben Amorim comes in, number one, are the players respecting this manager? I don't think they respect him as much as Vinny Kompany, and the fans are not going to protect Ruben Amorim as much as they would do Vinny.
Some of the fans are now were like Pep out. Imagine if we lose to Fulham away. It's going to be Amorim out on game one.
Hang on a minute. I thought we said 25 minutes ago the fans don't give a tiny shit what we think. Now all of a sudden we're picking managers.
No, Martin. The point is, yeah, if we get off to a bad start and the players are playing shit under Vinny Kompany, the fans will get on the players first.
Not all will.
No, not all will, but the majority of fans will be like, yo, the player's not playing for the manager. Whereas if it happens with Ruben Amorim, I guarantee you now, fans are going to be like, what the fuck is this manager doing? He can't handle the players.
Yeah.
Facts.
This is the problem that United had when Fergie left. They needed Pep or Jose to come into that dressing room because they needed a manager that commanded the respect of those players. What did they do? They got Moyes, who everyone laughed at. We need to get a manager that the players respect, that the players will go, you know what, I'm going to listen to you. And that doesn't mean he's got to have the best CV in the world. It might be something a little bit more sentimental, something a little bit more closer to home, i.e. club legend. That's all I'm saying, mate.
I think it's
the other side of it as well is you don't want to move away from a style of football that we've known for the best part of 10 years.
And all the juniors know as well.
That style of football isn't just influenced at first team level, it's influenced right the way through the City system.
That's changing, Bebo, though.
But
the
the thing is, would you change the entire system through through the whole hierarchy from academy, EDS, you name it, right the way through? Or do you bring in a manager that knows that system and the manager that knows that to continue with that growth of that system?
No, because company's not Pep.
No, he's not. But no, you're right. But he plays, his style of football is one of the more similar styles to Pep.
Yeah,
facts. Right, but here's my thing, right? This is my issue I said about fans melting down. Some fans, right, if Pep leaves. But what we'll do is we'll get the Pep style any way we can. Because fans are so scared of losing the Pep systems and the Pep way. This is what happens when new managers. Because by the way, it isn't just Pep going. Cheeky's going. There is boardroom level movement as well. This to me is a new start.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a complete rebuild.
No.
Like, we don't have to knock everything down and start building it all up again.
You said it is. It's just a different way of doing things.
No. But what Bevo's saying, and I agree, is if you bring in Vinny Company, right? Yeah, you replace a few bricks, but the building is still there. If you bring in someone like a Ruben Amorim or someone like an Inzaghi who wants to play completely different system to Pep, completely different system.
Tell me how.
Honestly, bro, it's too long. I can't go into it. It's mad.
You've not watched enough games, LB, and don't say
I tell you what, I watched us smack them up 5-0.
Wingbacks, long ball, don't play through the lines.
Don't play long ball at all, so you're talking garbage.
Mate, no, the point is through the lines.
None of you watched Amorim football. You're telling me how he's playing.
All right, how many times have you watched Sporting Lisbon then, Martin?
About 6-7 times. Not a lot, except small sample size. But he plays 3 at the back, 2 wing backs. Who's that been like?
So we don't play wing backs.
Read that one.
No, we don't.
We don't play wing backs.
What was Karl Walker for 4 years?
Not a real wing back. Nah, not the same, bro. Not the same.
What was Cancelo? Is he not a wing back?
He inverted a lot of the time.
Play out from the back. He won't play.
Cancelo drove into the midfield in inside. I just think Vinny Company's the one. And to back up the point, yeah, you look at when Pep left, yeah. Tito took over, changed very little. God rest his soul. Luis Enrique took over again. I know he had slightly different players. It was 2 years later. But, well, actually, longer than that. It was a few years later. But again, still playing the same sort of Barcelona way.
That's exactly what Mendy was a wing back. Well, we never played with wing backs under Pep.
Mendy played about 50 games for us. What we doing here?
No, you're all forgetting the players Pep signed.
And people say
we played 3 at the back loads.
People say don't sign them.
We don't. We play 3 at the back, but we don't play it with flying wing backs.
Hang on a minute. You spent all summer begging for a certain guy from Leverkusen.
I didn't beg for him.
Jeremy Frimpong. What is that?
I'm very unsure on Jeremy Frimpong. Yeah, no, he's a right winger basically.
He's all right. No, he's from the City Academy. LB, you want him back?
I'd take him because I don't really know who else to get there. I'm confused about who should replace Kyle Walker. That's why I put a tweet up yesterday saying, should we get Pedro Porro? Because I don't know. But
wasn't he part of the City ranks at one point as well?
He was, yeah. But the point is, Martin, I just don't think we should wholesale change everything.
Sorry, can you just put Matthew Hyle's comment up?
What do you think, Pat?
Oh, well, first things first, I just came on just to listen to the beginning of the end for Manchester City FC, according to you, Misery Guts. So, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it at that.
We want Vinny Company to take us to another treble, mate. He wants to knock the house down and start again.
Look, fuck that.
I don't know. Yeah. I just think from
stop winning trophies.
Get me Dimichelis, man.
Oh, then Alan calls Hamza for being an entitled City fan.
He is.
That makes sense. So are
It's
you,
this-
Alan. So you're sounding right
Hey,
now.
Pat, who would you get then? Pat, who could not have your opinion? Who would you get as the next City manager?
I'm still undecided, to be honest, because I think whoever we do bring in, one way or another, there is going to be a Pep influence there anyway. Because whether we go with the idea of Vincent Company, then obviously there's a huge Pep influence there. If we go with one of these, younger age progressive sort of managers like an Amorim, he's obviously been influenced. His managerial style has been influenced by Pep. So for me, it will just be there'll always be the Pep influence there. It will just be new faces through the door. That's all I can see for now. And also too, let's not forget that what we're looking at now in terms of the new manager and things like that. I personally believe that the club has been already doing what we've been talking about for the last few weeks. The club's already been doing that for the last 2 or 3 years. So they've got a massive plan that's already been set in stone while we're just speculating. So for us, I think we just have to trust. I hate using this word, but trust the process and see where it goes. You're right what you said, LB, because I do think that if Vinny comes in and it doesn't exactly hit the ground running straight away, then it will be put on the players. Because we're too proud. I think as City fans, we're too proud to critique Vincent Company. That's just the way things are. That's just the way things are. But when it's Amorim, it will go on the manager.
100%.
So yeah, I agree with you on that. Absolutely. But I think we have to face facts that there may be a slight dip until we think there will be a step back before we can start taking 2 steps forward. Look at what happened with Bayern Munich after Pep left. They brought in Niko Kovac and they were terrible for about a season and a half there before they decided to move
That's
on.
what it is,
So,
so
we need to
bit
face
less.
facts that we may have to take a step back
Big up Bevo.
before we really start advancing forward.
Hanging over the club. I don't want this Pep cloud there. And every time anyone does anything wrong, we revert back to Pep.
Yeah,
this is what I mean. It's like the ghost of Christmas past at the minute. I've got to have that manager because it's Pep style. Pep's going. Let him go with the blessing.
But the thing is it not City's style now? This is our style.
No, because managers, if that was it's like Alan said last night in the chat, he was going, I want the Barcelona model. The Barcelona model's going. Cheeky's leaving. Pep's leaving. The Barcelona model is going.
The model is no, Martin. But the model and the way that we play can be ingrained in the club DNA.
So hang on a minute. So this is my issue.
Can be changed. It doesn't have to be changed. Why would you change something that's been so successful?
United did.
Martin, I disagree with you. The academy at Barcelona still play the same way that Cruyff put into there. How many years? It's the Cruyff, but it's still playing the same way. Their juniors still play those. The juniors still play the Cruyff way.
Richard last week said tiki-taka football isn't working at that level. He's going to go more long ball. Exact quote from
Who said that?
Richard Dunn. Go and check it out. Who's in charge? Who is? See, do you not follow City News yet?
I follow City News, but like
he's not even coaches at youth level now.
No, I know he is, but I'm sitting here saying
tiki-taka doesn't work at his level.
So why? But what level?
Whatever level he's at, he's at under 14s, 15s. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but do we really care about that?
Alan does. Alan just said to me, it's great in the club.
So what you're trying to say, Martin, is you're basically saying that the game isn't as technical now. It's more about athleticism.
No, what I'm saying is things will change as we go along. My issue with
United, the game evolves.
Yeah, my issue with United fans this is what United fans did. They could never get away from the Ferguson era. It was like a ghost of Christmas past that loomed over them for 20 years when he left. For me, getting rid of Ferguson last week was the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, Martin, I go back to the point that I made earlier. United's big mistake when Fergie left was that they didn't get a manager that dominated the dressing room.
No, because you're not going to get someone like that with you.
They could have got Jose. They could have got Pep. That was the only two managers.
Jose, he was shit.
No, they got him too late. No, he wasn't shit. He wasn't shit. He done a good job at United. If you speak to United fans, most of them regret getting rid of him.
But the trouble is, because I'll explain. United fans, you know this, LB. I've always said we have a style of football. The Man United way of football.
Well, they don't. That's just rhetoric. They don't have a style of football.
Right? But they all hate it. They all hate this defense. So when Mourinho come in, Mourinho was already bound behind the 8 ball with a lot of fans. I know, I told you one of my best mates seen to get older. He said we hated it. We hated the football.
Yeah, but he come in at the wrong time, though, Martin. Jose Mourinho should have gone to United soon as I don't know why I'm speaking about United, but he should have come into United soon as Fergie left to dominate that midfield, to dominate the dressing room, because every single player would have respected him. Instead, they chose Moyes. You've heard the stories about when Moyes was on the bus reading the manager's book and they started laughing at him.
I don't know if it would have worked, but it would have made way more sense.
It doesn't matter if it works, Pat. The difference is it's the only viable solution.
Yeah.
Whether it worked or not, who knows? But that was what they should have done.
I don't know. We can only speculate, but I just think you're right. It would make more sense. From the get-go, it would make more sense. Yeah.
We need clean break, fresh start, fresh ideas.
Yep.
Vinny Company will bring fresh ideas. Vinny Company's not going to come in and be like, right, lads, what did Pep say?
I'm gonna have a little take. I'm gonna have a little take in regards to Amorim. I said this on the show with Martin the other day. Actually, I think I said on Mo's channel. I can't remember, but I said what I do. Something I do find a little bit something I might be a bit optimistic about this whole Amorim and Hugo Viana partnership coming in is when we look at the Portuguese league, we look at it mostly.
Should they?
When you think of the Portuguese league, what do you usually think in terms of quality of players? It's usually a combination of young up-and-coming talent and veteran players who, most of the teams are very shrewd in the market with, finding the right combination of both. If you bring in Amorim and Hugo Viana, and with their experience in scouting young players, and this doesn't just apply to Sporting, this applies to Benfica, applies to Porto. Benfica particularly, because the way that they develop young players and they're able to sell them for hundreds of millions of pounds is up there with the likes of, say, your Borussia Dortmunds, basically, and Brighton in recent years. If we have a Viana and Amorim partnership in, we could be looking at a sort of, city squad going on in the future where, sure, we have, the extensive resources to go out and buy the £100 million player, but we could see more young up-and-coming talent where we might be able to get them in, scouting in the market and that, where we're paying 15, 20, 30 million pounds. And then within a few years, it's like they're either going to become world-class players for 10 years at City, or if they want to move on, then we're looking at another case of a Julian Alvarez business where, we buy them for pennies on the dollar and then 2 or 3 years later, we flip them and sell them to big teams for £100 million. So we talked about for years under Mancini and Pellegrini how we wanted more and more academy players to come through. Now, I don't know if that will happen, but I just think we'll have a bit more. We'll be a bit more shrewd in the scouting business, just in the scouting market, just because of that experience, coming with Amorim and with Hugo Viana coming from the Portuguese league, that we may be able to find a few more, not necessarily diamonds in the rough, but just these young gems that we may not have noticed particularly before we've gone on to sign them from the next club for 50, 60, 80 million pounds. So I think there might be a bit more, better scouting, I'm not taking anything away from what Cheeky did, but I just think we may go a slightly different direction to where we might find this new up-and-coming talent, and we don't exactly have to open up the £300 million war chest, as the media puts it, every single summer. So that's something to be a little bit optimistic about in terms of the Portuguese connection, if you want to call it. So, whatever happens, I'm confident because, again, as I said before, I think what we're speculating on now for the last 2 or 3 weeks is what the club has been setting in stone for the last 2 or 3 years.
See, this is an interesting card. Big up Cosmic, man. Says Vinny is still learning. He's nowhere near our level, but so is Amorim. Amorim is still learning.
Amorim's 39 and Vinny's 38. So they're both still learning.
But one's been managing longer than the others.
Only what, 2 years?
No. My issue is Vinny Company, Big Steve did that interview, didn't he? Did that show, and he said, I spoke with Company. He said, I will only take the City job when I feel ready.
And he obviously feels ready.
He won't feel ready now.
He's at Bayern Munich
for 3 months.
He's at Bayern.
Bayern Munich are bigger than City.
He's took the Bayern Munich job. He obviously feels he's good enough for the Bayern Munich job.
What I don't understand. The Bayern Munich's bigger than City. What's that got to do with an argument?
No. You just said, right? Vinny Company said apparently he'd only take the City job if he feels he's good enough to do it. but he took the Bayern Munich job. So clearly he feels he's ready for Bayern Munich. So if he's ready for Bayern Munich, he's ready for City. You agree with that?
So what you think is Bayern Munich hired him for a year. I mean, what did he sign? 5-year deal, was it?
3 years.
3 years. So he signs for 1 year, and then in 1 year we get him out.
Potentially, we could do. Why not? Pay compensation. We get him.
Okay. Do that then. But I can tell you now, he ain't the number one they're looking at.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying I'd rather have him than
whether you like it or not. Maybe I'm putting 2 and 2. Perhaps signs a 1 year
I think
deal.
you are putting 2 and 2. Because when someone mentioned Amorim to me, I went, who?
That's because you're ignorant in European football, Alan. Alan, you asked the same thing about Pellegrini.
Alan, do you not remember when we played Amorim and we beat him 5-0? You don't remember that game?
Yeah. No. LB, I'm sorry. Like I said,
Alan's got it in for Sporting Lisbon for some reason.
Alan wanted Pep sacked after 12.
Doesn't want Amorim. That's where Nunez came from. Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano came from there. He's got something. He's got some beef with Sporting.
Yeah.
And guess what? We get to play him next month too.
Do you know what bugs me, LB? This is Alan, who has
whoa.
You know, Alan.
Let the man speak.
You have a go at City fans and call them fake fans. You even told Hamza to fuck off back to Madrid last week because he was acting like you. This is where I get upset, Alan. You have a go at fans sounding entitled and then become one yourself.
I'm not entitled. Amorim. Who?
To be fair though, Martin, is saying that you'd want Vinny over Amorim entitled? Why is that entitled?
Because Vinny's got no record as a manager.
As Amorim.
Yes, he's won 6 frigging trophies, LB.
And he can't slag off the Portuguese league. It is competitive. No, it's competitive. He can't slag it off.
Mate, Portugal's like fucking Scotland, mate.
Right. I'll tell you what he's won. I've got his
way
stats.
more competitive. Alan, no. Portuguese league is way more competitive.
Okay. He's won trophies.
Right. He's won the Taça de Liga.
Twice.
How many times?
Which is with Braga. What is Taça de Liga?
Yeah, he's only been there 4 years, Alan.
Yeah, and
you got to look at what happened. Alan, you got to look at what Amorim did before he came in as well too. Before they came in, Sporting were at such dire consequences. They had their ultras raiding the training ground, basically holding players hostage.
Right, so he's won the Taça de Liga
because they're performing so badly.
It's some weird trophy that they've only had for a few years.
Champion twice. He's won the League Cup 3 times, and he's won the Super Cup. 6 trophies.
Look, we're not hyping up the Portuguese league. It's a good league, but I'm saying it's competitive. It's very, very competitive.
But okay, speak on his European record then, because that's not great.
But that's all you're looking at. Speak on company's record.
But Martin, I'm obviously speaking in hypothetical terms here.
Not speaking sentimental.
If Vinny Company stinks the gaff out in the Champions League and don't qualify.
Who do you want? Because you don't want Company. So Company stings the gaff out. You don't want him. You don't want Amorim. Who do you want?
I'd go either Nagelsmann, which could be tough to get him out. I'd go maybe Inzaghi, but again, not 100%.
You just told me 5 minutes ago you wanted Pep football. You wanted the Pep philosophy.
Inzaghi.
I'd rather have Inzaghi than Amorim. That's not controversial.
No, then why did you say 5 minutes ago? I don't want to change the Pep philosophy.
Because I don't want to change the thought. I don't want to change.
Would you prefer Enrique or Alonso?
So what you want is a name. What you want
Alonso.
is a name.
I'll be open. I'd rather have Alonso than Amorim.
No problem with what you're saying. Just be honest though and go, I want a name.
I'd rather have Alonso.
I've been honest. And
I'd only have Alonso if he defends the Bundesliga title.
Just say you want a name.
Why, Pat? Why would you want to take Alonso if he defends the Bundesliga title?
Well, look, don't get me wrong. What he did in one season's fine, but what defines a great coach is how you back it up.
But Amorim's never back to league,
hasn't he?
No, he's been there 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, In that case, then I mean, yeah, okay, maybe you got a point there. But I mean, when I look at Amorim, I look at when I look at Amorim, I was just thinking about how much he's turned that club around as well too. As I just mentioned,
Alonso didn't. Alonso turned the club around. They'd never won a league.
But Alonso's
yeah, true.
Alonso, Bayer Leverkusen never won.
True,
a
but
Bundesliga.
also Leverkusen, you can put a lot of credit to their backroom staff as well too, because the way that they do their business is absolutely spectacular. I mean, they pulled a masterstroke by getting Alonso in there anyway.
Can you not do that with Amorim? Say Viana got all these players in. You got Gyökeres on that,
which is what I was referring to as well before. Because I think if you get that Portuguese connection in, you're going to have the experience of the Portuguese league, which a lot of it is about scouting new and upcoming talent. Look at what they're doing with Gyökeres and that Højlund, just for example. Look at what João Neves. Look at what they had with João Neves with Benfica, and Benfica were only scratching the surface when you talk about João Neves. Look at how many stars have come out of Benfica in the last, say, 5 or 10 years. Sporting as well too. Sporting's got a rich vein of young talent that come through and turn into world-class players. Porto, exactly.
I would have took João
So
Neves.
it's a good pedigree of young. It's the pedigree of young scouting is really, really good coming out of there.
No, being a player and a manager is two different things, Martin. You know that. Come on. There's two different things.
Can I ask you a question? You know, when you're on about he's only done it 2 years, how many matches has Amorim been a manager of in total?
He's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's probably done about 164 matches.
250 nearly. Do you know how many companies he's been managed for?
100.
Yeah, just over 100. Massive difference.
Are you including Burnley in the championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Massive difference.
Right. But I'm aware of that.
And now I'm telling you, what's Amorim ever done? Double than what company's done in experience.
Yeah, but hang on a minute.
I'm not saying company's not bad. I want company later, not now.
But you might not get him later.
Then that's the chance you take.
Well, why not take the risk ourselves?
Because that's a risk.
Yeah, but so's Amorim.
Not with Hugo Viana, it's not.
Oh!
Look at
it'll be anything after Pep is going to be a risk. We know that.
You know what makes me laugh?
Anything after Pep is going to be a risk.
Not one of you slagging off Hugo Viana.
You telling me it's not a risk? Getting Amorim is not a risk.
Anyone's a risk after Pep.
You just said it wasn't a risk.
I just said that, Martin.
You know the difference between me and you and Alan? I ain't asked about the trophies. You're scared of not winning.
I would like to win trophies.
You're scared of not winning.
Winning trophies is nice. I
You're
accept.
scared of not winning.
So you're telling me getting Amorim is not a risk. You're telling me it's not a risk.
Messages over the last 2 weeks. You've shit yourself for 2 weeks.
So,
listen,
are you telling me
after that space yesterday, I didn't answer on purpose?
Are you telling me, Martin, that getting Amorim at City is not a risk? That's what you just said.
Anyone after Pep's a risk.
But you just said Amorim isn't a risk.
No, I didn't say he wasn't a risk.
That's what you just said.
I said he's less of a risk than company.
Why? Okay, explain to me why he's less of a risk.
Because he's got over 100 matches more and he's won 6 trophies.
So just because he's managed more games.
What's company won a manager of the month?
When Tiki Berigistan put Pep Guardiola in charge of Barcelona, that guy had only managed Barcelona B matches, and he turned out to be the greatest manager that we've ever seen, and he managed the greatest football side I've ever seen.
Right,
that was a risk.
Great.
That was a risk. Why don't we take our risk? Barcelona took their risk in 2007, 2008 with Pep. Why don't we take our risk?
So did Arsenal take a risk with Arteta?
Yeah, they did.
Right, you've been slagging him off.
Correct, but I wouldn't have keep Vinny for 5. This is the difference, Martin. Yeah, if Vinny come in and didn't win anything after 2 years, I'd be like, sorry, Vinny, it's time to go. Yeah,
right. That's not the City model. City don't sack after 18 months, 2 years.
But I do that with Amorim. I give him 2 years.
Because exactly, LB. So just say I like the trophies.
I do like the trophies.
But right, this is
why is that a bad thing? Liking trophies all of a sudden.
Because you are not going to get this level of trophies without.
I know. I won't. No.
So you need to get used to it now.
I know. I'm fully aware that we won't have the same.
Alan hasn't.
I'm very aware that we will not win the same amount of trophies, but I still want to win trophies. I'm not just having 10 years of success and then going, chilling. We're not going to win.
Do you know the argument, LB, when we always say You can't replace Rodri because he's the best in the world.
Well,
You
that's
can't
the-
replace KDB, best in the world.
We could try.
No, it's like the other night, and I watched you the other night, and I was going to pull you on Friday about this, but I'll do it right now while I'm in the mood.
Oh, here we go.
You turned round on the terrace the other night, and you went, Musiala or Roberts. I can promise you now, probably neither of them are coming.
Right.
So you better get used to it right now.
Okay.
Because they're looking at the kid in
But
Ukraine.
that doesn't mean you don't try. Who would try?
They
Who are looking
tried.
at? Who we're looking at?
Looking at Sudokov, 22 years old, chat out of the desk. And they're looking at, and Xavi Simmons.
But my point is, yeah, I'm not disappointed if you try. That's why I said.
No, wait, I know we've tried, but maybe we tried. No, you're not saying try. City may have said they've tried with Musiala. Looks like Musiala wants to stay at Bayern. They've offered him the money.
And if he signs, there's nothing you can do.
Right.
But you've got to try.
You said on the show that's all Musiala. That's it.
Correct.
Full stop, dead.
Correct.
Then you're going to be disappointed, mate.
I might be disappointed, but if they try, I won't care if they try. This is why when we went for Bellingham and missed out, we went for Rice and missed out, we went for Paqueta and we missed out, and we ended up with Nunes. I didn't criticize the club. Because they tried. No, I didn't. I've never criticized
Nunes. Wouldn't treat me worse than him.
No. I said it was a panic buy, but I didn't criticize the club for missing out on those players because they couldn't do anything. They tried their best to get the players. They missed out. It was unfortunate. That happens sometimes in life. But if you don't try, if they didn't try to get Bellingham, if they didn't try and get Rice, if they didn't try and get Paqueta, that's when you go, whoa. So the thing is with Wirtz and Musiala, if Kevin De Bruyne leaves, I think we have to try and get one of Musiala or Wirtz. If
we will try. But it'll fail.
No problem if it fails.
No, but the difference is you won't know publicly because City won't publicly make the try.
And let's be honest too. The other big question is that okay, trying and failing, sounds you can be optimistic about that.
They're not
look what happened. But Martin, look what happened with Bellingham. We waited around. Next thing you know, we were caught out. We were late in the market with our signings.
Yeah, and they learned over Bellingham.
I just don't want another Bellingham. It's all well and good taking risks. It's another thing if it's a calculated risk. So
we got played by Bellingham, and so did Liverpool.
You just don't want another Bellingham again.
Yeah, but the difference is, with the Bellingham situation is the mistake there was not signing Gundogan up to the new contract.
Yeah,
and having our insurance policy in
signed up.
Oh, no, understood. But then, if you want to make that comparable, then if we're not able to sign Kevin De Bruyne to another season or two now, then we need to start looking in the market immediately.
100%.
From now on, we need to start. 100%. We need to start looking months in advance, just like we did in Ireland.
We are doing.
I'd sign Kevin De Bruyne on a new contract.
Oh, me too. Any day of the week.
But I'd still try and sign a new player this summer. I've said this for years.
That's fine. That's fine. But I just don't want to be in a position where we have a Bellingham 2.0 again.
That won't work.
Like, okay, we've got KDB. That's fine, but it's only going to solve our problems for a season, maybe two, and then we're running around again trying to look for the next big creative midfielder because we lost a complete transfer window looking for KDB's replacement.
Who's this guy we're linked with, Martin?
Gregory Sudakov. He's Ukrainian, plays for Shakhtar.
Your pronunciations haven't got any better.
I've just Googled him now.
I like your football knowledge. Anyway.
There's no need for that.
This is turned into a Mancunian Wayne Street. Georgi Sudakov. It's in the chat.
Never heard of him in my life. What is he saying? Is he good?
But that's my point.
He had a good start to the Ukrainian league. 7 goals, 369 games.
You haven't heard of Rodri before he turned up. You haven't heard of Fernandinho before he turned up.
Do you think this is a good move then, Martin, getting the Sudakov guy?
It's what City want.
But hang on a minute then. So I say to you, I think we should get Vinny Company and take a risk. And you're like, no way, terrible. And then I say to you,
player is completely different.
It is different. I agree. Yeah. I accept that. I said that to you before. But this is Kevin freaking De Bruyne we're talking about. And you want to replace him with Sudakov?
No, because what I'm thinking is we have this debate in the space today. And you said, I'd sign Musiala, I'd keep Foden, and I'd sign KDB to a new contract.
Correct.
Right. The reason I disagree with that is KDB is not going to sit on our bench for 20 games when he could go to Saudi Arabia.
He won't sit on the bench. He won't sit on the bench.
Well, Musiala and Foden won't either.
Musiala can play left wing.
What are you doing with Doku and Grealish?
I'd sell one of them personally.
Yeah, but that's what you want. Stop saying what you want.
But you can't keep everyone. You've got to sell
You
someone.
when it's not FIFA.
I know, but I'm just giving my opinion.
What's the Haaland?
That's what I would do.
Haaland will have them all.
No, but that's what I would do. I would sell one of them. You have to sell someone. You can't keep everyone. People don't like that. Whenever you say, I'd sell this player, people go, oh, why would you sell him? It's like, well, you can't keep everyone. You do have to sell people.
I know, but you're just coming out. I'd keep a 34-year-old KDB.
The greatest football player that's ever played for this club.
I'm right. He's one of the two. Well, one of the three, if you ask a lot of people. Some will say Colin Bell, some will say David Silva.
He's the greatest in my opinion.
Well, speak to me, Dad. He'll say Colin Bell, mate. So it's an opinion on that.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad's watched all three.
Yeah.
So, he's right in his opinion. You're right.
I've watched all three as well.
Right?
What are you saying now?
It's an opinion.
Oh, you've seen Billy Meredith, Alan, so.
Yeah. You were there when Bert Troutman broke it.
David Silva for me.
There you go then. I said David Silva. Okay. It's an opinion.
Alan was at the Bert Troutman game, and even with a broken neck, he'd get up your sod, you shit.
No, what I think we've got to do is I don't want to sell someone at 29 years old to keep a 34-year-old, because that 34 is only going to stay 1 year and you've got to replace him again the year after. Think long-term strategy. You're bringing a Musiala,
right?
Then probably KDB may leave.
My dad was at the Bert
But
Musiala could play left wing as well.
No, but they're not bringing Musiala to play left wing. You know that.
I'm bringing Musiala. I'm saying, listen, mate. Yeah, you're going to play a midfielder. You can play left wing for a season, and then you'll be a midfielder exclusively.
Right, but you've got to sell someone. They're not going to keep someone at 34.
Yeah, and you'll pick
someone at 29.
And you'll pick someone to sell.
Would you sell Doku then?
It depends on how it goes this season, but it would be between him and Grealish.
Sell a 22-year-old.
It would be him or Grealish. It would have
have
to be him or Grealish. It would have to be him or Grealish.
I'm so glad you're not in charge of my business, because your long-term strategy...
Mate, if I was in charge, mate, yeah, we'd be winning Champions Leagues on the regular, mate. I'm telling you.
What you do is PS5 control. Who can I buy at 100 mil? Him at 300 mil.
Who would you sell? Since you bloody mentioned doing the roof climb at the Etihad.
Who would you sell, Martin?
If I'm bringing in Musiala,
yeah,
I would let KDB go out on free.
Oh, nah, bro, I can't do that, man. I can't do that.
I know you can. No, but this
I can't do that.
Right,
I can't let Kevin
LB,
not yet.
We've sold Aguero. It hurt. We sold David Silva. It hurt. We've sold legends, and we got better. These legends are coming to an end.
No, I agree. They're coming to an end.
The difference is, I accept it, and you're clinging on like a little kid to his toy that's about to go in his last legs, and you're clinging to a point where you want to strangle him. I can't let you go. Are you one of them who, like, the girlfriend wants to break up and you're still dragging the leg behind? I'll do this for you, love.
No.
You've got to let it go. We're coming to the end. Do you know what the sad thing is? And I said this weeks ago. You know why there's a lot of nervousness? Because we know the squad's coming to a bit of a revamp. We know Pep's leaving soon. We know Cheeky's going. We know the 115's here. Everyone's emotional and they're nervous. I get it. So what they want to do is cling to that Pep doll for as long as they can. I'm going to cling to Pep and not move him. So if Pep leaves, right, I'll get Pep Jr. in. Which B-Tech Pep can I get? Just because I want Pep.
Do you know, Martin, do you know what we're at risk of doing? And what you quoted recent times about, potentially sleepwalking into the situation.
Yeah.
What I think the club needs to look at too is whatever this new manager comes in, it has to be some signings that will suit them as well too, because the last thing we want is another Pep's first season where Pep came in and had his philosophy from the get-go, from game one, but he's trying to play expensive wing backs, but he's using Zabaleta, he's using Sanya, he's using Clichy, using players that don't suit that style. Still very good players, but do not suit that style. We don't know what Amorim or what Vinny or whatever manager wants to do with the current squad. So we have to be ready to face the facts that these players may be out the door.
Yeah. You got to look sometimes at the warning signs.
Do you agree with this, Martin?
What?
We can't sell Kev if we don't get Musiala or Verts.
No, right. Then I agree. Yes, I agree with that. I would offer him a deal. I've not said sell. I've said sell unless you get someone.
Yeah, but how do you know you? So here's the thing, right? So Kevin De Bruyne comes to you now, yeah, and says, "Listen, lads, if you don't offer me a contract by end of November,
they've offered it him.
What?
It's already on the table, 1 year deal.
Right, and chilling then, isn't it?
No, you're not, because again, right? It's the point.
Well, this is what I would have done. So the club's doing exactly what I do.
You don't like this.
The club are clever.
No, they're not. You don't like this.
The club are doing exactly what I do.
You don't like this.
No, I love it. I love this.
Right. Tone put out a tweet earlier, which is quite right.
I love this.
2025, Gundogan +1 option. KDB, no talks yet. There has been. Bernardo, unlikely renewal. Stones, depends on fitness. Edison,
Bernardo, what? He's leaving.
Unlikely renewal. He's going to leave.
If he doesn't go next summer, he's gone in 26. Yeah. Alan, face facts.
No extension talks since March. Planned talks over international duty were suspended.
With who?
Edison.
That's
Start
terrible.
looking at signs.
What signs?
Right now, there are no planned talks on Edison.
That's not good news.
No, because what I said this last night, Edison is the best player for Pep.
For City.
For City under Pep.
The new manager, it will still be Edison.
No, because Amorim doesn't play out from the back.
Oh, you're telling me we're going to go long ball?
No, he plays balls over into the midfield.
Which is perfect. Edison, that's great at that.
10-yard ball over the top's going to be long balls to City fans going moving forward because they're so used to it.
No, I'm not having this, man. No matter who takes over this job at City, yeah, Edison will still be the great. Yes.
Man, okay.
I'll go and get that Costa guy. He looked pretty good against United.
Well, you know all these new managers that have come in, and then you remember Pep when he came in, he went, "Oh, Joe Hart, that legend. He lasted what? I've had longer shits than Joe Hart stayed at City when Pep walked in.
Right.
Joe Hart was straight out the exit door, quicker than anything.
Correct. Rightly so.
It was told in China.
It didn't suit Pep's style.
It was totally sold in China.
Correct, mine.
So what I'm saying, if a new manager comes in, you've got to allow him to choose the guys he wants.
And that should be Edison. If the new manager comes in and says Edison's, because
that's why Viana's coming in now.
If a new manager comes in and says Edison's not my goalkeeper, I think he's not good enough or whatever. I'm not going to be happy. What?
Listen,
if you're going to be a manager, then if you can't choose
LB,
he should be getting rid of Edison.
If he doesn't play out from the back,
you don't want him.
You're telling me we're going to get
look. You're not again. Cling to the Pep love. That Pep love's not going. Play out from the back.
Mate, the disrespect on Edison is wild.
I'm not just. What part of it disrespected?
Because what you're suggesting is a new manager might come in and say that Edison's not
every
good
manager
enough.
plays tick-attacking out the back.
Our new manager is going to play out from the back.
If he doesn't play out from the back,
is that breaking news? Show me the source. You send me the source right now.
Bro, I can't believe you think we're going to get a manager that's not going to play out from the back. You think we're going to get a manager that's not going to play out from the back?
Whether you look at whether Edison plays from out the back or not, Edison's distribution is second to none.
LB, sorry, is there anyone?
Every manager will want a goalkeeper that still has exceptional distribution, and that's what he has.
What?
Can anyone leave City under you, LB? Of
course they can.
No, you're not. You're keeping everyone.
No, there's not. No. I'd get rid of Walker. I'd consider getting rid of Ake or John Stones. I'd get rid of Kovacic or Gundogan, one of them. Probably it might be
all the players you don't like.
Bro, I love Ake. I love John Stones. These are two of my favourite defenders. But I have to also recognise that they're also in the 30s and both of them are injury prone, and we can't continue with two players in our centre backs positions that are injury prone. So I get rid of one of them.
Under Pep Guardiola, he's the best goalie for Manchester City. But
he's the best goalie in the world. He'll be the best goalkeeper for us, no matter who our manager is next. Because there's no way we're getting a manager.
So Jose Mourinho came in to be the best goalie.
But we're not going to get Jose Mourinho.
And then, your words was whoever comes in is our best goalie.
Yes.
No, Martin.
We're not going to get Jose Mourinho.
Martin, if our new manager doesn't play out from the back, I don't want that manager.
Facts. Facts. I don't want a full change, Martin. I want someone to come in, few fresh ideas, but fundamentally the same similar style.
Yeah.
You want overlapping fullbacks? No problem. You want fast-paced wingers? No problem. You want to play two up top? No problem. But the fundamentals should be similar because a club should not be changing its style. This is exactly what happened to United. This is the mess United got in.
Because they're fucking shit.
No, Martin. They're shit, because they went from manager to manager with different style. They needed to get
let go of Ferguson. They couldn't let go of Ferguson. That goes to Christmas.
It's nothing to do with Ferguson, Martin.
Martin. Spain have won the European Cup, right? The Euro Championship, the World Cup, and they play a very similar way to what we do, right? And it's been proved, even if the girls' team play a similar way, it's been proved countless times that is the best way of playing football. And you're asking us to play. No,
very different. All right, do you think England will play the same way under Tuchel than they did Southgate?
Similar.
Yeah,
I think it was similar. I think it was similar.
England haven't got good players, mate. They're overrated. The only reason that teams in the Premier League win the European Cup is because they're full of foreigners. It's true. The best players in every team are foreign. They're not English.
We don't need a full change in strategy. We need fresh ideas.
We need to hold on to Pep at all costs.
Well, yeah, you do want to do that at all costs. Yeah. But if we can't keep hold of him, you get someone who's similar. You don't go change it completely with different styles.
Mute Alan, please.
Let me. This is a good conversation. Let me come to some of these messages that people have sent in on the super chats and that. Big up to Rustin, who says this feels like a pre-party for a boys' night out. Says.
Feels like I'm gonna start throwing hands in a minute.
Yeah. Let me continue with these. Big up Rustin. Big up to Fox as well, who become a channel member. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much for the support. He also sent a super chat and said, Pep's philosophy will remain. It's proven. Youth level don't get all the details all at once. They build on the philosophy yearly. Vinny would be perfect. I agree, bro. I 100% agree. 100% agree. You don't need to change it all up, man. I completely agree, bro. Big up to Lewis as well. Says, what manager do you think could come in that would command the respect from the likes of Haaland, Rodri, and keep these top players? I think Vinny would command the respect of the players because I think he's respected as a player. But Martin thinks Amorim would be more respected than Vinny Company.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Who then?
Tell me in the 2 hours when I've said that.
I think Vinny would be respected by the players. I think he would be.
Fine. People are going, I'm grumpy. I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think Amorim will be more respected than Vincent Kompany in the dressing room?
No.
No chance.
It would depend because some players will go, what if you won?
Nah.
They'll
look at his statue outside. They'll look how the fans love him. They'll look at his persona, his aura, and they'll be like, nah, this guy's the one.
For Solskjaer, didn't it, when he won in the Champions League?
Oh, you can't compare Vinny to Solskjaer, man. Come on. You can't compare Vinny to Solskjaer, mate.
Okay, did it help Frank Lampard?
You can't compare him to Frank Lampard. Look at the way Vinny
carries... Sorry, no, I can't compare Lampard to Chelsea fans.
Look at the way Lampard is compared to Vinny. Vinny dominates the room when he steps inside the room. Everybody knows he's there.
Frank Lampard is a Chelsea legend.
Yeah, but he doesn't dominate. He doesn't dominate a room. You've seen him on the podcast. You've seen him when he's doing interviews. He's a bit of a...
When he do bully his players and threaten to knock them out, that's a great...
Oh, man, you don't think that goes on at every club? You don't think Pep's threatened people? You don't think Fergie did that? You think all these managers are on...
That's how you win, mate. You've got to
win.
Alan, you spoke to me like that, you get a backhander. Anyone spoke to me like that, they get a backhander.
But football...
No one speaks to me like a piece of something on the bottom of your shed. You speak to me with respect. You win respect by giving respect.
Think Alex Ferguson didn't speak to people like that? You think
and what does Roy Keane say? He's the biggest wanker in world football.
Who gives a shit? He won all the trophies.
No, I believe you gain respect by giving respect.
Yeah,
Top
but you
loss.
don't know the full story, bro. There,
That's
you
my
don't know the
belief.
full story. You think Pep Guardiola's not treated people like that before? Of course he has, man.
Listen, you want Vinny. I'm still saying I think it's too soon. I don't see the issue.
But you take
opinion.
Amarim just because he's won 2 league titles in Portugal.
LB, what you don't understand is doesn't matter what you think.
No, I'm very aware of that. I'm very aware.
Not, mate. Amarin's above company, so get used to it.
He might be above him.
Or LB, get off the train.
LB, I hope you like 12th, mate.
You see what I mean about? See, I hope you like 12. I'm only here for the trophies.com down below.
We'll be down to mid-table.
This is my issue with some of the fan base. They become entitled, spoiled brats. And they need
I'm here for the trophies, but I'm not scared to take a step back.
Do you know as well? I'd say this.
If it means that we can do it all again in a couple of years' time.
You know, Alan, there's a seat at Old Trafford. Go and join them, mate.
Martin, you said before, yeah.
Go and have a prawn sandwich, Alan.
Yeah, you go and enjoy it with the other entitled.
Martin, you said Amarim's managed 250 games. Vinny Company's managed 171.
Where? Because that isn't what I had.
He managed 69 games in the Jupiler Pro League, 46 games in Championship, 38 games in the is it Belgium?
Jupiler, the Belgian league, for
Belgian league.
Yeah.
38 games in the Premier League,
Spoiled
6
club.
games in the Bundesliga, and 12 games in the playoffs. 170 games.
Okay. Listen, you want company, that's fine.
Yeah, I do want company. Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, I want him over Amarim. If someone said to me Nagelsmann, I'd be like,
I'll
take him.
I'll throw another name in, Jabba.
Yeah, but
I'd have him over Amarim. I think I'd still maybe favour Vinny a little bit, but I'd take.
Did we bring in Sporting Lisbon's chief exec?
Hang on, what's that got to do with it?
Yeah, what's that got to do with it, man?
Well, who was the chief exec at Barca?
Oh, mate, it's got nothing to do with it.
Hang on a minute. Xavi's man is left in Vinny Company.
I asked the question because I know Alan wants Xavi. I'm not said Xavi. I know Alan wants Xavi.
I'll have Xavi tomorrow, no problems at all. Plays the Barca way.
Would you have Vinny over Xavi, LB?
Yeah, I would.
Right, so just say what this is your thing. You want Vinny.
No. You're getting it twisted.
You want Vinny. You've gone down the sentimental road.
I'd take Nagelsmann.
Vinny could come in your front house, take a big shit in your living room, and you go 5-year deal.
Yeah, well,
Vinny could do anything to you.
Weird way to find, but okay,
yeah. Deal.
Bro, I'm not being funny
You're
here.
not looking at it from a football analyst.
I'm not being funny here. The fact is, yeah, I'm not taking Amarim over Vinny. I'm not taking Xavi over Vinny. I might take Nagelsmann. I probably would take Nagelsmann over Vinny.
Ange?
No chance.
No. Well, let's go through them then. Would you take
even I can't say Ange. Even I can't say Ange.
Maybe. Maybe I would take it. Maybe. But actually, obviously I'd take Ancelotti. Obviously, I'd take Ancelotti.
Oh, we'd all take Don Carlo, 100%. But
obviously, I'd take Ancelotti.
You'd give up winning the leagues. You win Champions Leagues. You won't win the leagues though.
Well, you don't want to win trophies anyway, so you're not bothered.
No, because I love Manchester City. But being Manchester City, I'm not a glory fan.
You don't want to win trophies.
I'm not a glory fan.
So wait, you get.
I believe blue.
Would you take Amarim over Ancelotti?
City versus Mansfield. I'm in the queue to get tickets.
Would you take Amarim?
Mansfield, you're at Real Madrid.
Answer the question. Would you take Amarim over Ancelotti?
I'm not looking. Amarim over Ancelotti. No, tell you what. No,
please. Please don't tell me you're going to say Amarim over Ancelotti.
I'm not sure. Ancelotti's, I'm not a big fan of it.
He's won 5 freaking Champions League.
See, how have I lost the plot? I don't understand how Martin's saying he loves City for City is losing the plot. I'm sorry.
Why would you take Amarim over Ancelotti?
When did we become Man United?
Why would you take
Have I missed
Amorim?
something?
Why would you take Amorim over Ancelotti?
Ancelotti, for me, I think struggles in leagues. Can't
Okay,
do
but
marathons.
But
Very,
he
very
wins,
good in
he wins Champions League, so you accept that's pretty decent.
Yeah, of course it's decent.
So, all right, would you take Amorim over?
I'm looking at a football philosopher.
Enrique.
Oh yeah, who would you rather have, Enrique or Amorim? That's a good one. Good question. That
Enrique, I don't think. Well,
He's won the treble.
in the French league.
No, he won it in the Spanish league.
won it in Spain.
How many years ago?
2017.
2015, I think it was.
So we're going back 10 years.
Amorim's never won the Champions League. He's won 2 league titles in Portugal.
Right, Roberto Di Matteo's won the Champions League. Give him a 5-year contract.
Obviously not. Obviously not.
And now you're going to tell me, this is what gets me. Alan sits there and he goes, he's won the treble in the French league. The French league is a bigger piss pot league than the Portuguese league.
I've just said to you, it was in Spain.
He won the
for
treble in Spain.
Barcelona.
10 years ago.
Right, but he's still better than anything Amorim's ever done.
Yeah.
Because Amorim's just starting.
Well, he's been at Sporting Lisbon 6-7 years.
Been there 4.5.
Would you take Amorim or Zidane?
I would actually say Zidane.
Thank the Lord. Bloody hell.
Do you know what it is, LB? I keep saying it. City have a philosopher. And I don't mean a philosophy is in Pep.
What's the philosophy?
It is what it's basically City is like a well-oiled machine.
Right.
Where you can take a cog out, cog can go on.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
This is why I said Hugo Viana has been negotiating with for nearly 1 year.
Right.
1 year. Wasn't just done overnight.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola is now talking about a 1-year extension, 2026. Whose contract expires in 2026?
I just think that's too easy.
Sometimes LB, easy is what City like.
I know, I just think it's too easy for sort of like, well, his contract ends. You want me to find all the managers that end in 2026?
Go on then. I don't know why.
Well, that's the point. The point is everyone's just going, oh, Viana, Sporting Lisbon. Oh, Amorim, Sporting Lisbon. It must be him. I don't think City are going to work like that at all.
No, I agree with you, LB, on this one. I don't.
I mean, listen, I apologise for not being asked about trophies. I apologise for that.
Why don't you want to win trophies?
I know, because I actually thought when you support a club, it's out of love.
No, but genuinely, why don't you want to win trophies? Surely you want to win trophies.
Of course, I want to win trophies, but we don't win trophies. I don't melt down.
No. It's not about melting down.
Not out the front demand and the manager.
No. It's not about melting down. It's about why is your focus not on winning trophies?
Because right, I'll tell you why, LB. I went 25 years and won for Karl.
Right.
I was at every single game, including Mansfield at home with 3,000 people. You think I sat there going, ooh.
No, that doesn't answer the question.
What?
Why is your focus now not getting a manager that can win us the most possible trophies?
Because I'm City till we die.
Yeah, but that again doesn't answer the question.
No, because I'm not asked about. I didn't start supporting the club for trophies, LB.
So what's the point in getting Amorim over someone who's got more chance of getting trophies?
Do you know what it is, LB? Because the club can choose Bill and Ben down the road for me.
Mm.
Why do you think I get called a mate? I work for the club, etc., etc.
But what I'm struggling to understand is why you'd pick Amorim over
I'm not bothered who's
Ancelotti.
picking.
No, but I asked you the question. You said you'd rather have Amorim.
Style of football, I think it's bad.
Okay,
I don't think he can do a league.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit there and justify my 42 years of supporting Manchester City, 30-odd years as a season.
Bro, you got to twist it. No one's asking you to do that. I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to understand your viewpoint, bro. That's it.
And people can say whatever they want. Go back to the 20th century. I ain't asked.
Mm. Okay. Now that's interesting.
I'm
Let me go to
here
someone-
for Manchester City. If City were playing Atkinson Stanley on Saturday, I'm there. I'm just there for City. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the trophies.
No,
The
I
trophies to me
get-
are a bonus. They're a bonus and always have been.
No, of course they're a bonus, but like, surely you'd pick a manager that you think has got the best chance of winning your trophies, no? I don't know if that's a
No.
is that- no.
But whenever I said, Adam, stop being a dickhead, and I muted it in the chat, right? Because I'm going to know, I'm going to, people want to come at me, I'll go at them. People want to come at me, I'll go at them. Whenever I said I know everything, tell me when I've said it, when I've known everything. Tell me when I've said I know everything.
Biggsy's saying no one's disputing that, but the modern day City is to compete for trophies and win. It's to carry on the legacy that Pep Guardiola has built.
And that's fine then. I've said I'll get off the
So
train.
you're not going to win
I'll
trophies
go
every
back-
season.
I'll go back to supporting a team at the thing. I'm not bothered.
I don't know. For balance, this is a fair question. It's a fair question, but yeah, it's a fair question. I can't answer the question, bro. Alfie's done me, bro. He's cooked me hard there. No, it's true. It's true. So listen, it's yeah. Also, yeah. But if you're, this is another good question for you. We're all getting cooked. The chat are cooking us. I can't lie. If you're not that fussed about the trophies and you're about style of play, why are you going to company so much?
Because I think company's too soon. Because I know what will happen with company. The minute something goes wrong,
You'll get a Lampard at Chelsea again.
Yeah, they'll turn.
Yeah. And look what happened. Tuchel came in 6 months later, the European champions.
Okay. Let me go through some of these super chat, boys.
We're not against Vinny being at the club, just not yet.
Yeah, I've never
Simple,
even
it's the not yet. Not yet.
If he Bundesliga this year and gets to the semi-finals, the Champions League, do you think you might change your mind?
If you what?
If Vincent Kompany wins the Bundesliga and gets to the semi-finals of the Champions League this year, do you think you might change your mind?
No, I'm still going to stick with not yet, only because then you put it in the same bracket as Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen. It's great. It's a success, but it's success from a very small sample size. Not yet. Once you do it over a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, then it's definitely worth consideration.
I'll tell you what, I might as well tell you now. Diego Costa will be the new Manchester City goalkeeper.
Well, we all know that, man, because you'd do anything to have Costa at City.
In 2026. I said to you very early on in the stream, everything in 2026. Why? Things that are changing, get on board with it.
Have we offered Edison a new contract? Have we offered him a new contract? Have we offered Edison a new contract? Why?
We have, and then talk started, and then it all got stopped. Just told you.
Why is it stopped?
It got stopped.
Why is it stopped? Have we not offered him enough? Does he not want to stay?
You are offering 350 grand a week.
Yeah, I'm not going to go over this again, but yeah, I would offer him 350 grand a week.
Anyway,
I think it's that important. To
this is fun and games, but
Pat, if Alonso won the Bundesliga this year and got to the semi-final of the Champions League, would you go for Alonso before anybody else?
I might.
LB,
I would consider it more than I am now.
Look,
but again, it's one thing winning a trophy; it's sustaining them.
Look in the
That's what matters. That's what matters. But at the same time, too, whoever comes in, again, I told you, I said, I'm not afraid for this club to take a step back. If it has a trophy-less season, and it means that then we can go on this another stretch of success that we've had under Pep, I'm fine with it.
If Alonso wins the Bundesliga and gets to the semi-final of the Champions League, it'd be my number one priority.
Yep.
I'd get him over Vinny.
Then fair play. Yeah, we can have 100%. This discussion. We can have this discussion in 9 months' time. And it'll be interesting to see how our opinions change.
The problem is, though, Matt, the problem is, Pat, if Pep's leaving at the end of the season, we can't have the conversation in 9 months' time because we'll be having it in a month, 2 months. That's when it'll be announced.
No, but we would be having the conversation based on who we sign.
Read what's in the WhatsApp I just sent you. In the group chat.
I don't get that.
No, I'm not. What's I
Send it these two.
No,
ain't got anything.
It's private. I'll send it to Pat.
No, you haven't.
No, we'll do. Glory hunting Alan down there can get lost.
Fuck you off.
And Alan knows where he's come from.
Yeah.
Let me go through these super chats, boys. Big up to Akash says, my argument on he's managing Bayern and Bayern are bigger than City is that Vinny can afford to mess up at Bayern. He can't take the City job and make himself look like a fool.
Which is
Right.
kind of true because you've seen seasons there where Bayern have been absolutely terrible for stretches and they still win the Bundesliga comfortably.
Right.
Mm.
Pat and Alan, I will send it to you now. You cannot share this live.
Right. Big up Akash. I mean, listen, Akash depends what he does this year at Bayern, innit, bro? Like,
Well,
for
in
me,
that case, see you, Alan. Have a good day, mate. We'll talk to you later.
What?
Well, if you're going to
Send
share
it
it with
to
Alan, don't have him live.
Is Alan going? No, don't make him go.
right, boys,
Send-
let me just read this super chat. Akash, I agree, but if Vinny does a sick job this year at Bayern Munich, then I think that's where I'm more like, yo, I'm open to the idea even more. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he wins the league and gets to far in the Champions League, I think that's when we can be like, yo, he might be the one. Big up, bro. Big up. F UEFA says, I want to play Aussie Spurs style 2-3-5 formation. Big up F UEFA.
Be entertaining.
Yeah, he's
Fair play.
entertaining. It might not win you anything. Big up
I know.
Canada for the 12 months, man. Says, think positive, Martin.
I am. Do you know what it is? I'm going to say it like that because I know a little something, but I'm not going to go into it. I'm not allowed. I'm sort of in the minute. All I said at the beginning was everything's at 1 year. Everything's focused down to 1 year. Why? Why is everything 2026?
I don't know.
Pep signs a 1 year deal, leaves in 2026. Somebody's contract expires player wise in 2026. Someone's manager expires in 2026. Start putting the jigsaw together.
And I don't think that's how the jigsaw works, though, bro.
I can't help no more. I can't help
Nah.
no more.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Alan,
that's how it
Opens
works.
the
You know
box
where
right on
that's
the floor.
come
He's like, yeah, that'll do.
Alan, you know where that's
I
from.
know, but I disagree with the manager choice.
Yeah, I disagree as well. Big up F UEFA says, Brian Clough knocked out Roy Keane in the dressing room with one stomach punch. Facts.
Yeah, he did.
Big
Right,
up Cloughy.
I'll say the info out as well. And I always say reportedly.
Wait. Can I do the...
No, don't even you.
No, okay.
Just one of those.
Yeah, sorry.
The likelihood is very, very likely Diego Costa may become the new City goalie. Edison's contract expires when?
2026.
Pep signs a 1 year deal. When does he extend? When does that expire?
2026. So we're just going to let Edison leave on a free transfer.
Who else's contract expires in 2026? Bernardo.
Probably quite a lot.
Probably, arguably, two of the biggest Pep signings that Pep made for this club.
I'm just trying to say we've got to thank Pep. And by the way, this is all reportedly. Things can change. Things can change as we're going. But Tony even said earlier on the Edison talks had stopped, dead.
Right. That's because we're not offering him enough.
You want to offer him the bloody Bank of England, you want 800 grand a week on it.
Yeah, and I've said this, I've explained it multiple times, and my reasoning is completely sound.
I know, let's just all let the club.
Bernardo Silva's contract's up in 2026. Kyle Walker's contract's up in 2026. Stefan Ortega's contract's up in 2026. John Stones and McAtee, all 2026.
And Gundo.
And Gundo if he gets the extra year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're saying?
2026 could be a big year, gentlemen.
At this rate, we'll have to spend $1 billion in the transfer window.
I know.
Why is Hugo Viana coming in this summer?
Because Tiki leaves.
Right.
And to bet in for 1 year at the club.
Yeah. So who does the signings in the summer?
Tiki with Viana.
There you go.
But I don't understand.
They want him to sign. This is what I've just had now. They want him to sign, but they're not going to keep pushing it.
Who?
The exact quote about Edison. The club will keep pushing him to sign, but won't turn down a move in the summer if not signed.
But how
That's
much
what
money
you-
are they offering? The problem is, this is all well and good, yeah. But unless I know what they're offering him, I can't judge whether that offer's fair.
He'll go to Saudi tax-free, mate.
Yeah, I know. But if
This
we
is
offered
what-
him 300 grand a week,
They're not going to offer him 300 grand a week.
well, he'll go to Saudi then.
a week, there's only 50% he's going to get of that. If he goes to Saudi, he gets 300 grand a week or more than that.
No, but again, Al, it's about the intentions for me. I
No,
don't
they're not
care.
going to put him on folding money.
I don't care, yeah, about well, I do care, but like it's about for me, it's about the intention. Does the club have the right intentions? If they go for Musiala and Wirtz and fail, I don't mind too much if they had the intention of trying to sign them.
It's not our
I get
model.
that, but going back to what we said before, I think the club is scared that we'll have another Bellingham.
Yeah,
Simple.
it's not our model.
Simple.
Haaland
So then-
was
Plan A
the
doesn't work.
first
Plan
one.
B straight away. If that doesn't work, Plan C straight away. We just don't want to be maybe one option or two options, and if they don't,
But does
well,
that
then
not, does that not mean
we're
though?
caught with our pants around our ankles. Yeah.
But Pat, doesn't that mean that we'll never target the best players?
No, we will. We'll do it quietly without anyone knowing.
Well, I'm not
Look at-
advising going.
Look at
going
last
live
summer. Look
on
at last
Twitter
summer how
doing-
discreet some of our signings were. The only reason Savio made so much news in that was because it was being talked about 2 months before the window even opened. Gundogan was when the first news about Gundogan came out 4 days before we signed him.
Yeah.
Because of the way
I think
things
so.
escalated at Barcelona, and
Right.
given we've said this before too, it's like City aren't on a first name basis with a lot of the media outlets at the moment. We don't want to give them the scoop. We don't want to give them the transfer gossip. Every other club does, but we don't.
We hate the media.
All business that we do right now will happen behind closed doors, and you may hear about it for no more than maximum maybe 72 hours before they're sitting at the academy with a pen and paper and Cheeky or Hugo sitting next to them.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes have the club not done enough for us to trust them?
Oh, I trust the club.
Yeah, I trust the club.
You don't really. You don't deep down.
Just
No,
need to be
trust
more.
the-
We just need to be more
No,
patient with them because they
trust
do
the-
things in a way that would cause people to be more impatient about it.
I trust the
LB,
club,
me and
Mark.
Paul have been joking with you for 2 weeks about your panic, and some of your messages on WhatsApp have been, and you know they have.
What?
You've gone into panic mode a little bit. You know,
I'm
you have.
No, it's not panic. I'm slightly anxious.
Concerned.
I'm slightly anxious about the future, and I think
Because
I've
of
got
that.
because of everything. Because you're telling me Edison's leaving, Pep's leaving, Tiki's leaving, Walker's now leaving, De Bruyne's going to be leaving soon. Like Gundogan's done pretty
Oh,
much.
Rodri's
Like,
going to be offered 380 grand a week. Someone else have just offered.
like, bro, I've got a
Why
right to
did
be
Kelly
slightly
watch it?
anxious because this team that's been so successful over the last 5, 6, 7 years is slowly coming to an end, and we're starting to see the new guys come through.
But it happened with Mancini. My point is, Mancini's team fell apart in the end. Didn't
Yeah, but
it?
that was never the same, was it? They
No,
didn't have
But
the
we went on
success.
and we went and won the treble.
No, but they didn't. No, but that's because we had the greatest manager that's ever walked the planet.
Right. And listen, I understand people are worried and anxious about the Pep stuff. I get it. But are you not excited by the potential new dawn?
Yeah. No, I am. I'm speaking to that. I'm speaking. No,
fresh
100%.
thinking, fresh
I am
manager.
excited. I am
That's
excited.
what maybe it's me. I'm trying to get everyone excited about the future as well. What we've got to do now for the next.
You don't want to win trophies.
No, you know what I mean, LB. It's for the next 18 months. Enjoy what we've got. We said this was coming to an end.
Is he defo staying then for a year?
I think he personally will. I don't.
Have you heard any information?
There's not been a final decision,
Right.
is what I've been told. But
I think we'll definitely know in that November break.
I think
agree.
you'll know by the end of November.
Yeah.
We need to know. We need to know.
But if it's now or whether it's in a year, we celebrate what we've done
Facts.
and we encourage and we go, right, let's get, because people got to realize this is history we've made over 10 years.
Absolutely.
This is going to be talked about in 20 years This is going to be in record books and encyclopedias for our grandchildren to talk about.
I hope it's not for the wrong reasons.
Don't start, Alan.
True.
You naughty. You teasing.
He's on about 115 Cosmic Bagger. Let's celebrate what we've got. Pep stays a year, hopefully. Let's just get that bridge link between the old and the new coming in, and we spend 200-300 million. We get young, hungry players, and we've got, wow, look at this brand new team, new extension. By the way, what else is happening in 2026? Oh, we get our new stand opened, and our hotels opened, and everything's 2026.
Here's a question for you. Why is not more people agreeing with Darcy? Why is not a lot of people saying Inzaghi's the guy? Why are people disrespecting Inzaghi?
I think that is the style of play, because you're going from A to Z. With Amorim, you're getting a little bit of pep still.
But would you not rather have Inzaghi, who's got his team to a Champions League final? No, granted, he didn't have the hardest run in the world, but
would you want to watch that? And they played all Italian teams to get their teammates, so.
And by the way, people have been slagging off the Pep football for the last 3 weeks, saying it's boring. Tick-a-tacker, sideways passing, 500 passes, it's boring.
But it's the most successful way.
It is the most successful way.
No, but Alan, some fans are now starting to get bored of the Pep football.
You don't go then.
You don't. But my whole point is... My point is,
Alan season ticket. Alan season ticket.
I'm excited for the future. I'm looking at this as let's go.
I'm excited.
New hotel, getting LB on a roof walk. It's going to be amazing.
Why are you so desperate to get me on a roof?
Because I just want to see your face when you're up there shitting yourself.
I know. Listen, I'll tell you this, yeah. We need to bring the show to a close, innit?
Yes, nearly 2 a.m.
We've done
3 hours. We're going, Jesus Christ.
We've done 3 hours. I don't know how we've done 3 hours. But here's the thing, Martin, yeah? I'm excited about the future, yeah? I don't think we should be going down a road of mass change in our system or DNA, which has been instilled in us by Pep Guardiola and to Pellegrini to a certain degree, because he played not too dissimilar. It was a bit different, yeah? And I still think that we need to maintain the levels that the club have set, that Pep Guardiola's set. Pep Guardiola's not putting all this work rate, yeah, for us to just drop off. And that's why I think the club, and I trust the club, yeah, the club they have to get this next 2 transfer windows right. Because I think these next 2 transfer windows set the foundation for the next 10 years.
Yep, spot on.
That's what I'm saying. The City will put it in for the next 10 years. What they're setting up is a 10-year plan.
And that's why they need to go for Musiala reverse.
That's why I'm worried about... Listen, I'm 100% certain company will be a manager of Manchester City one day. I'm just not saying straight after Pep.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I've never once said companies... I want to let him just settle.
Okay.
It's exactly what I've been saying all evening. Thank you, Cosmic Bagger. I like you. I've been saying that all evening, but apparently I'm deluded.
Just one last question. Would you go for Musiala or Wirtz?
I'd get Musiala. Wirtz, I'm not. I think Wirtz is just guaranteed to stay in Germany.
But would you try and get him?
I prefer Musiala.
But if you couldn't get Musiala, would you try and get Wirtz?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. You get him over Sadokov, though, innit?
But I'm not seeing enough for Sadokov, whatever his name is.
There's your watch along, LB, because Shakhtar play Arsenal at the Emirates next week.
But I'll be honest with you. You asked me an honest question.
Doesn't clash with that much against Prague, too. It's the day before.
I think Musiala will stay at Bayern, and I think Wirtz will leave to Bayern or Real Madrid.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because you know my thing with Alonso, I think Alonso ends up at Real Madrid. That's why I've never mentioned Alonso.
Okay. All right. All right, boys. Pat, Al, anything else, lads?
See you
Alan
later.
got to support Real Madrid. They win trophies.
Madrid, Madrid.
Viva Madrid! Viva Madrid!
I love Madrid, Martin.
I love Madrid, mate.
I've been a City fan
I love
since
Madrid.
1971, longer than you three. Put
Start
together.
acting like it then.
Well, yeah.
This has been some stream, considering I wasn't even going to do a stream tonight. I was just going to go to bed, didn't it?
So do you want me to give you any more ideas?
Feel free, because this has been a really good one. We've had, how many views have we had on this one? 4,500 people have watched. We have an average view duration of 20 minutes. People have enjoyed it tonight. Been a good one, man.
Yeah. They've all come in, slagged me off, called me a wanker and old sod.
We've argued, and that's what people want to see a discussion and an argument, and people having different views, which is fine.
We've had a proper debate tonight, and I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And in the end,
we've had a masturbate. Sorry, I'll just.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I'm going off straight.
what is he doing?
Sorry,
I'm
Albert,
loving
you got to cue the
I'm
Paul
loving
Merson
your
after
gift.
that.
I'm loving your gift.
Yeah,
No.
like, you go in prison. You go in prison, and you're getting named and shamed.
Brilliant.
By the way,
lads.
can I just plug our channel? We are
Yes.
545 away from 5K, which is a lot, I know. But at 5K, we've got a massive giveaway: 2 Manchester City home tickets and a Manchester City shirt. And it don't even have to be this.
You do have to sit next to Martin, though. That's the catch.
No, I need
Is
to
that,
borrow
is that the term and condition?
No, I need to
There's
borrow
always a
Alan's
catch, yeah.
because he doesn't use it.
Whoa, we didn't know about that. He's been what?
I've got a season ticket, mate. Don't you worry about
You've
that.
not used it in 20 years. When you come over there, you sit in a tunnel club, your prawn sandwich brigade.
Well, it's not my fault. I get free tickets in the executive suite.
Yeah,
It's not my
and
problem.
then he has the nerve to complain about atmosphere when he sits in the pub.
I get invited, but I get invited. I can't say no.
You can't say no. No.
No.
Right, should we wrap
Still
it up?
complain. That was a shit invite.
Anyway, 9 p.m. tomorrow. We're back.
Big up, guys. Big up to Pat. Big up to Al. Big up to Martin. Big up to Bevo. That it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Smash up the likes. I wasn't even going to do a stream tonight. It's just funny. I'm here at 1 o'clock in the morning. We've done 3 hours. It's crazy. Big up to you guys, man. Let us know in the comment section below if you're watching back on replay. If you are watching back on replay, fair play. You've watched 3 hours. That's pretty mad. Let us know in the comment section below who should be Manchester City's next manager. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you tomorrow.